You go play your role.
The Chicago Bears have made some off-season moves since we last talked, since we last came on here and did our cut and keep, as Wes is holding up the jersey of one of the long lost members of the Chicago Bears now. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some other trades and moves that's going on around the league. Races that we thought we was in, that we no longer in, all that type of stuff. But before we get started, if y'all don't know, I'm Marcus Mixed It, your host junior, with one of my host seniors, Chef West. We waiting on Mark Robb to come in here, and he gonna talk a little bit of football with us too. But Wes, how you feeling?
Um, mm, curious, curious. I'm pretty curious to see where we going. What we doing? Well, wait a minute. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
And a lot of it, like I said, I would say half of it really in our organization's fault. Some of it is like, well, we kind of knew it, but some of us kind of hoped we could figure it out and work our way around it.
Mm.
But like I said before we got on air, I feel a lot better though this year with the regime that we got
Yeah.
and the competence that I got in them right now. So I'm expected to be surprisingly shocked this off season. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I just gotta gotta hang DJ up there with Justin and just the 1-2 just gonna hang next to each other in the closet. Further notice.
Officially reminiscing when
Yeah.
we talking about DJ Moore and the Chicago Bears now, but not just DJ Moore. Drew Dalman retired at the age of 27. Center. We talked about that a little bit the last time we was here, but you wasn't here with us. So, how do you feel? Like, what was your first reaction to Drew Dalman retiring?
Mm.
Yeah, let's hold on. Let's get this flipped around the right way. Hold on.
Fellas, apologize
There
for
it
my
is.
tardiness. Apologize for my tardiness. Keep going. I don't want to. Where were
I'm
y'all
trying.
at? Where were y'all at?
I'm asking him what was his first reaction to seeing Drew Dalman retire.
Oh,
You
we on Drew Dog.
big bitch ass motherfucker. It had something good. Felt like we had something good. Yes, we had answers to questions that we didn't need to be answered no more. And I don't know why. I feel like there's something underlining with it. But first thought is you mother can't believe it.
Yeah, I felt like I seen it and I was just like, I was disappointed. Like it was deflating, but it was like you. It's hard to be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? What you did for this team, it's hard to be mad at you.
Look,
What you do as a football player, being a center is a lot of, you know what I'm saying, contact head up all like so it's hard to do that for a long time. So I was trying not to be mad about it, but it was just deflating. Go ahead.
so I'm right there with you. Like you, it's hard. And look, I'm gonna say this as respectful as I can. It's hard to be mad at them because we know the game. Like we talked about it on the pop up show when we did it, mixed it. he probably took a beating last year. You know what I mean? He probably took a beating, and then his dad played, and this and then the third, yada yada yada. But fuck that. Fuck that.
He said, play football.
We finally, like y'all was just talking about, we finally got a center since Olin Cruz. We went down the list the other day. And that's what you do. Now, look, I can't get on the too bad because free agency, he did it before free agency, did it before the draft. Like Frank Ragnow, I don't know if y'all remember, he retired on them during training camp. After, so you know what I mean, they couldn't pivot. He actually gave us some time to and from what I was hearing on Twitter, I guess Ryan Poles and them, they were trying to convince him to like not retire. So that they've been new a while ago. So he was trying to keep him here. Okay, the chat is live, man. The chat is live right now.
Yeah. We got a decent amount of people watching. If y'all watching, I need y'all to come off of Twitter, get over to YouTube, and hit that subscribe button for me, please. Subscribe,
Absolutely.
like, all that, post notifications, all that.
We got a lot to talk about. I don't know how much y'all cover. Y'all wasn't live too long. We got. You see the Crosby stuff in the chat going on already. We got to talk about that, of course. Oh man. Look, so okay, because we do. Did y'all didn't talk about DJ, right?
Yeah, we started.
We kind of
started with DJ. But I gotta get mine off on DJ real quick as well. But look, Drew Dalman, he was good. But let's be 100, he wasn't perfect. You know what I mean? He has he was a smaller center, and it showed sometimes. And Wes, before Mixed It graced us with his presence on the show, we talked about we was wondering what was going on the first 4 weeks with the run game, right? It was non-existent. And then the bye week came, and what Ben Johnson said, and then I've heard this from other people around the league, is they figured out what Drew Dalman does well in the run game, and they kind of tailored it to what he can do. Because what they were doing at first, it wasn't working. So he wasn't perfect. He can be replaced. Now, the dude we replaced him with, I don't know if y'all got that far. Garrett Granberry, that's his name, right? Cranberry, some shit like that.
Garrett Bradbury.
Garrett Bradbury. Okay.
You said blackberry, blueberry, strawberry.
Look, I get it. We talked. We was hoping for Tyler Linderbaum, but Garrett Bradbury costs what? 4 point. What was the actual numbers? Do y'all got the actual numbers? J2K in the chat.
Boy, do I. Garrett Bradbury, former first round pick, was a Viking, a division rival.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all know I don't consider the Vikings rivals. I consider them like the little cousin that always want to go outside with you, but they're not old enough. That's the Vikings. But anyway, former first round pick for the Vikings. He went to the Patriots. They gave him a 2-year, $9.5 million deal, of which he still has a year left. So the Bears is going to take on about $4.5 million of that, and put him in the center spot. Well, we don't know if that's going to be a starting spot, a depth piece, or what. We don't know how they're going to play that yet. But he was playing for the Patriots during a Super Bowl run, of which it kind of ended pretty bad. But he himself, 0 penalties, 0 sacks allowed during the season. That being said, though, he did not grade as far as PFF goes as one of the higher ranked centers, or higher ranked players at his position. He was pretty mid to average numbers as far as that goes, but in terms of penalties and sacks given, 0 and 0. Another piece of it, somebody said, it was AC Adams that said it in the chat. My bad. Bradbury and Joe Tooney played together in college They was actually roommates. I think I heard it on 104.3 The Score today when they said I think Bradbury was a freshman when Tooney was like a senior. So
NC State. NC State. Look, let's just call it for what it is. Look, the way, because when we were gonna have our show this weekend, I was prepared to come in here and pound the table for Tyler Linderbaum, just because the history we've got at center. I didn't even want to fuck around. I really didn't. I just wanted to get the guy, pay him what pay him what you want to pay, but pay him what he want. 20 million, 22. It's steep. It is. You got to pay to play. You got to pay to play. It's the NFL. You got to pay these dudes, and you get what you pay for. I've heard Olin Cruz say that a long time. Now, with that being said, what did I say the other day? Mixed it. I trust Ben Johnson. Not only that, but I trust Dan Roshar. After the way I heard him talk about this O-line and not sugarcoating it, we got 3 left tackles, he said. And none of them have performed to his liking. That's basically what he said. They all got to be better. None of them are consistent enough. When I heard that, I'm like, okay, yeah. If he sees a center out there, they're not going to pull the trigger without his say so or without Ben Johnson say so. So apparently, they like what they see out of the kid.
now, let me ask you this, because me and Wes was actually just having this conversation in the green room before we started up the show. One of our recent episodes, well, the episode that we had when we talked about Dalman retiring, you asked both of us whether or not a center was our biggest position in need. Did that take over at number one? Right. We kind of gave our little pushback on it and stuff of what you said, your piece in terms of how big you feel like the center position is. And then they go out and instead of, resetting the market with Tyler Linderbaum, because that's what he's looking to do, or going and trying to trade for somebody that's a higher caliber player, or even finalizing a deal with Tyler Biadasz before he went to the Chargers. They replaced, well, they didn't really replace, but they filled a void that they had at center with Bradbury. And I want to know whether or not if you feel satisfied by them doing that. Like, do you feel like, okay, they did what you think they need to do? Do you think they kind of undershot it? Like, what's your take on it?
I think he's fine. I don't think they signed a scrub. I don't think they signed. He played all 17 games for a Super Bowl team. They didn't win, but they went to the Super Bowl. He's good. I talked to some Vikings fans because you just said he's with the Vikings for a while, and they thought, some of them thought they should have kept him to begin with. Ryan Kelly, they replaced him with Ryan Kelly, and I guess he wasn't better than Bradbury was. But
speaking of which, what you tell me was about Ryan Kelly?
Ryan Kelly just retired too
today.
Yep.
It's a bad day to be a Viking in the center, I guess.
I thought they was gonna take a shot. I thought when they made this signing, okay, boom, bridge player. They probably gonna draft the center now to learn behind whatever. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they trust Luke Newman. I don't know what they. This was I didn't see this coming. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see this move coming. And then when they did make this move, okay, I'm thinking maybe they're gonna go for a big fish. Then I don't think that's gonna happen. Max Crosby's off the table, but we talked about that. 2 firsts was too steep. I knew there's no way in hell they was giving up 2 firsts for that man. There was no
2 firsts and a player was the original ask.
What did they end up giving up?
Just 2 firsts.
Just 2 firsts.
16th this year, and then whatever the first shakes out to be next year.
I'm not mad at the center trade. I'm not mad at it. If I'll give it a grade, I'll give it a. I'll give it a B-. I really would. I'll give it a B-. I want to say C+, but like I said, I think if Roshar saw the film, which I'm sure he did, Ben Johnson saw his tape, which I'm sure he did. I trust those two dudes to they're not going to bring in scrubs. You're not playing. These are the dudes that snatched Braxton Jones out the lineup.
Right?
I've been pleading
Exactly.
for that, and they finally did it.
That's what I said. I said
If
as
Dan
a
Roshar put his stamp on it,
yeah,
we might be
yeah.
all right.
As a fan, I'm like it kind of stings. Like man, my guy. Oh, I thought that was my guy. Oh, it's Chicago. I got. But as somebody who understands the new regime and the new era of it, I'm saying the same to you, Sam. I'm like, got more faith in the staff this year. Like if this was last year,
Oh
I'd be
man,
sick as a dog. I'd be a Bills fan. I would paint this thing blue and red and white. I would dot my jerseys. I would look. But I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, it ain't just like Ryan Poles is out there like treading water alone. He got competent people around him who are you know experienced enough and strong willed enough to say, nope, let's go do it right now. We can give him this right. Kind of like he said a lot of the times, Mark Rob about the Rome signing when he was like, when I think he said Ian Cunningham told him like, no, no, we're not
relax.
trading up.
Yeah,
And he's like, man, and you see the film of like Ryan Parsons turn around like, we didn't have to trade up. Like, yeah, it's okay. I would have said should have joined the line. Don't know about that Donatello, bro. He good. Long don't I don't know no don't come to our division. He ain't come to our team. That's how I feel.
So,
But
what would y'all grade it? The trade, the Bradbury trade.
I would
I
have gave it the
was
same grade you did, to be honest with you. And I think a lot of my grade again just goes back on I feel like I've seen enough of Roshar's effect on this team in this offensive line to feel comfortable with. Like, if that's like they didn't go and get this guy without consulting Dan Roshar or
Right.
without consulting what Ben Johnson feel like he's comfortable with putting in his offense. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, who's he surrounded by? Who's on his left and who's on his right? Jonah Jackson and Joe Tooney. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that by association and that, by the fact that you being coached by Dan Roshar and you being coached by Ben Johnson and all the leaders of this offense, that um that you're gonna elevate. You know what I'm saying? But um I'm also kind of looking at it a different way too. One, I'm looking at it as far as like Caleb and his ability to uh run plays at the line in terms of like setting the protection and stuff like that. Like how like to me is really about how fast can he pick up this complex offense and how he fits into it and stuff like that. How much that wasn't on Caleb plate last year is going to be on his plate this year, and how is that going to affect his game, etc.
uh like I would have gave because like I said, I really didn't get a chance to like dig and dive. Y'all know I've been working like 13-hour shifts, so I just been looking at what y'all been doing and stuff and popping up my phone. I don't get a chance to like research and think, but initially my initial thought was a C plus,
Yep.
and it's like a C plus. It's like like you said before, like he just came out off a Super Bowl run. Like when I was looking him up just before we got up on him, I'm like everything is like solid, good. I mean, some of the articles are saying the Bears, figured out their center spot in 48 hours or something. Like those been a headline. So I personally get to dig into it exactly other than what Mixie just put up there, zero pressure, zero sack or something like that. You just say, so that made me want to go. Now I'll say it's a B. I will give it a B. Given like you said, he got history with Tony. He got, he been to a Super Bowl. A lot of people around got gotten great things to say about him. And then Dan Rochard. Like I go back to our our staff over and over again because we ain't had it. The staff, like we said, the staff is probably better than the roster to me sometimes. When you just think about what they're doing and
Yeah.
what they're doing for these players, it's like you're gonna play how we want you to play, you ain't gonna play at all. So yeah. So I
Okay.
mean, I'm they know what they're doing. I don't have no predictions though. I can't tell you what they're gonna do next. I
You
don't
know
know what's
what?
gonna happen. I can't tell you what's gonna happen. So
Let me ask y'all this: a fifth round pick, right, in the draft. Just think of any fifth round pick the Bears have gotten, and then think like, okay, if the Bears had they fifth round because they gave a fifth round pick for this trade, right? But
2027.
it's a first of all, it's not even a fifth round pick from this year. It's a fifth round pick from next year, which I felt like was great. But then it's next year's fifth and $4 million that you give up for somebody that y'all just Wes, what you just said, he's solid. A fifth and $4.5 million for somebody that you know is solid, that's a winning trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you rather have that or would you rather have the fifth and shake it out and save maybe $2 or $3 million because they're gonna get paid less than that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I really like until he gets on the if he gets on the field and he's garbage, it's like okay, that's a loss. But like this ain't
as of
like
now,
it's hard to lose this trade. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You didn't really give up much of anything for it.
Yeah, I think the only reason, the only thing, if okay, put it like this: if Tyler Linderbaum never was released, if he was re-signed and by or the Ravens picked up his fifth year option and he was never available, you know what I
hmm
mean? I think this Bears fans will look at this trade a little different. But I think it was the hope that, oh, we about to throw this bag at Linton. We gonna get the top 3 center in the league, and we gonna kind of like
hmm
with Max Crosby. The Bears fans are down now. Whatever we go, whatever we do on the D line from here on out, is not gonna sound as good because
right.
we've been on this Max Crosby train for so long. So
Mhm.
now you got, you went with Plan B, so to speak. I don't even know if
It,
that was ever
it's
even
like
in their plans.
I was rewatching it 3 days ago. I was watching the 2000 dunk contest with Steve Francis. Who else is in that dunk contest? It was you got the other dude, but
Steve
Tracy McGrady,
Francis.
Steve Francis, the franchise. It was Tracy McGrady. Who else is in it? Whoever else is in it didn't matter. And then it was Vince Carter. And it was
Ooh.
like after Vince Carter's first dunk, it was just like I don't think anybody else will get a 50 for the rest of this thing. Like, you got
Mm-mm.
to do better. And I think that's how it is going to be for the Bears fans from now on. It's like we wanted Max Crosby. That was it. The off season, it was go get Max Crosby and we're going to win a Super Bowl. Like that's how I think a lot of fans felt as the season ended. Like we should have got him at the deadline last year. Like we wouldn't, And I think not getting Max Crosby probably hurt Bears fans more than like losing Drew Dalman, Maine, or DJ.
Oh, for sure. It hurt their feelings.
Yeah, so
Big
bad because
time.
it's like that was the main. It was like that. That's the only thing that makes sense. That was the only move y'all had to do. All you could have gave them a first, a second, a third, a seventh, and a ninth. We would have been fine as long as it got Max Crosby. Some fans would think, but like I said, I just got the faith in him, and it's and then looking at him, it's like, dude, he just came off a Super Bowl run, so he knows something. And we see what Darren Rochard did with this offensive line. It was like he knows something. So
Let me just get a shout out. Let me just give a shout out to the chat. Skull State of Mind. Appreciate you jumping in here, man. He gave me some good insight on Bradbury and what he looked like and what he thought of him when he was a Viking. So that's a Vikings fan, obviously.
Well, you
Vikings
could have came
podcast.
on here and gave us insight on the show.
Go check out his podcast, his channel, Skull State of Mind. Like I said, everybody, J2K, Bear Truth, Crooked Commish. Know you've been trying to link up with us for a little minute. Look, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. We on the road to 800, trying to hit that 800 number. So go ahead and do that if you have not subscribed to the channel already. Also hit that like button on this video. But
or do the Kevin Durant thing and get you some, burner accounts and just swap again.
and
Hold
just
on. Let me add this too though. Let me add this too though. If you are if you got a YouTube channel and you like a host of a division rival and y'all want to talk football, please hit us up because I really be wanting to hear what y'all got to say. I want to hear, like y'all, like the same way we kind of have our inside track on our team because we watch every snap of every game. We know each one of these players by name, by contract, by all that. I like having these conversations with y'all. So if y'all like, it's up and it's stuck, but if you want to come on here and talk football, get your Carfax ready and we could do that. But Jay Ham with the $2 super chat. Bills fans here, thoughts on the DJ trade.
Let's roll into it then. Let's roll into it. I was about to check
Absolutely.
and see where our cap space was
I think
after this
it's
signing.
oh,
But let's
after this
roll
signing.
into it. Appreciate the super chat, of course. Much love, my guy. Y'all got a good one. I'll just say this. Y'all got a good one. That motherfucker gonna jog. He gonna jog. He's going to jog. But he is very talented. He is very talented. Is he worth the 24, 25, 26, 27, whatever million? Maybe with y'all. I know for sure he was worth that the only year he played with Justin. But ever since then, probably not. Is he worth 17, 18? Yeah, I'd give DJ 17, 18 million. He's going to be your number one wide receiver. He's going to be a pleasant teammate in the locker room. You're going to love him when your media team get a hold of him and all his interviews and all the shit he does off the field, outside of the football field. Great dude. He will jog some routes. His body language will throw you off. He's gonna make some great plays. He made one of the best plays in Bears versus Packers history. You got a good one. Now. And I'll say this, and I'll let y'all take it away. Y'all know where DJ Moore soured on me. I'm not mad. I'm not one of those dudes who thought we should have kept him this and that and third. He was fine. He added depth, kept the double teams off of Rome, kept the double teams off Colston, kept the double teams off Luther, yada, yada, yada. But last season, I have not ever seen a player walk off the field like I saw DJ Moore do. You can say he thought the play was over. He didn't think shit was over. I have not ever seen that in my life. And that's where he soured on me. Wish him the best. Josh Allen got a good one. He probably gonna go back to 1,000 yards a year, easy. So that's all I got to say about that, J Ham. You got a good one. He is gonna jog a little bit though. Fellas, y'all thoughts on the trade?
Yeah, go ahead, Wes. I'll let you go first.
I only got one thing to say. Didn't he win best play of the season award at the what was it called? The NFL Honors Award?
Yes, he did.
That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get that great play receiver. Like you gonna throw your pen at the TV sometimes. You go you go come on, that was you, Kansas. But like I said, pairing him with Josh Allen, I think is a good thing. It's a good thing because Josh Allen don't have to be 100%. Maybe he got to be 75% now. And especially how good Josh Allen is, he's probably gonna take the focus a lot off of DJ and give him time to jog down the field and make that big play for y'all. And he gonna hate the Patriots too. So like I said, thanks for the pick. I forgot who just put that in there. Was that J2K said that? We got some picks, some cap space. Y'all got a good number one finder. Y'all got a number one receiver, and yeah, like I said, 1,000 yards. Yeah. 13 with Justin, I think.
Yeah, I'll say this as far as the DJ Moore trade goes. I think DJ Moore is a really good player. I think first of all, with a team that's been looking for wide receiver help in the Bills, you got one of the most durable wide receivers pretty much in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna play every game. He gonna take cheap shots and hold his back like an old man, but he gonna get back in there. He gonna play. He not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He do got a lot. He got a little sprinkle of AJ Brown in him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When he be feeling some kind of way, but I do think He went to a team that's not only a competitive team, but they got veterans, and he's playing with a veteran quarterback, and I think that that's definitely going to be a big thing for them. So I'm thinking that it's going to be a win on both sides.
Win
Yeah,
on both. So my bad, Wes. So
yeah,
I will say this also about the overall trade, not just for what y'all got, but for what we got. Ryan Post snap.
Yeah, he did.
Ryan Post pulled off. We was talking. Well, mixed it and Wes. Y'all was talking about none less than a third. You know what I mean? None less than a third. Originally, it was a mid-round pick. I don't know what that means. I thought it was 3 through 5, though. I assumed it was going to be 3 through 5. The man got a second, and he's not paying that contract.
Yeah.
That was that I tweeted it. Wes, you saw I tweeted it. Is this the same Ryan Poles that traded a second-round pick? That really was the 33rd overall pick for Chase Claypool?
Claypool.
Fuck no, that's a grown
God,
man now. That's a
God,
grown man in
wow.
that office, willing and dealing. I'm so proud of him. That trade, and then not only that, then you turn around and just give a. Some people thought that the fifth for the Patriots center was too much. The 2027 fifth. I mean, you can get that back easy. That ain't nothing. Like a fifth-round pick. Like, come
It's
on
a
now.
fifth, and it's in 2027. I think that
So you know
negates
what?
it being able to be a bad deal off rip because
Yeah.
you ain't even give up no assets this year.
Right, and he
You
he
just got to
better he better
prepare.
jump back in and get a fifth above them from 2028 by trading back in like he did to get Austin Booker.
He'll get that fifth back. He'll get it if he wanted. Trust me.
He gonna make some moves. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
DJ
but
was a big deal.
What's today?
again,
March 6th, 2026. Mark Robb said Ryan Post snapped.
no, he snapped. He
I
went
got
crazy.
I got man.
Yeah,
Love the
when
move. Love the move. You finally looked like you like fleeced. We can call it fleece, but I'm sure the Bills are more than happy with the move. You know what I mean? They got a good player. DJ Moore going to be better than every wide receiver on that team and anyone they draft or bring in. He's going to be the number one guy. But so let's look at it this way, fellas, then. So we talked about the compensation. So let's look at it, what it means for our roster going forward and the guys we have put pressure on now. There's pressure on those dudes to perform and not only perform, stay healthy. I want to stay healthy because remember, in that Packer game, DJ Moore was the only one of those guys out there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Roma Dunze, Luther Burden, Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet. That's what it is right now. Jade Walker, you want to add Jade Walker? That's fine, but that's what it is. Tell me, how confident are you in those guys going into the season, and or how would you add to that room? Because you got to add, you got to
Yeah.
add, like whether that's re-signing Zacchaeus or drafting another young guy. Ben
Mhm.
Johnson loves his weapons. How would you go? How confident are you in this room, and how would you add to it if you would add to it?
Well, let me start off by saying we talked about this a few days ago, and it was a person on here that I cut that I said you can stay if DJ go. It's the only way I'm gonna let you stay. It was
Right.
OZ, and OZ can stay now. like because
It's
DJ's
crazy because we
gone.
mentioned this scenario. We
I said
definitely
that
did.
exact thing that I'm not letting OZ and DJ both stay here. If OZ's here, DJ gotta go. But it wasn't like we gonna keep OZ and send DJ somewhere. It's like, okay, if if DJ's still here, OZ, you gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But if DJ's going, we'll let you stick around one more year. We'll see how it shakes out. You know what I'm saying? Because unless we do, well, shit. To be honest with you, it's not like we can player swap somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not happening. So it's like I think you just need a veteran in the room that kind of just know what to do. You know what I'm saying? That you know, like this offense is gonna be around the younger guys though. It's gonna
So
be around Luther
you'd go vet for that, or you
as your three.
yeah as your third guy, unless you say Jade's the third guy, but let's just say Jade's not the third guy right now.
Then I would have OZ as my three probably, unless I can get a burner in the draft. And then after that, OZ is definitely four.
What you thinking,
You
Wes?
fighting for four with Jade.
Um, I like the four, and I think a part of them trading away DJ is what they seen with Ron Luther and even probably Johnny Walker. Man.
Yep.
Just to come out and honestly see OZ as the opposite of kind of, I'm thinking it kind of like the opposite of how they saw Keenan Allen. Like Keenan Allen came as the number one kind of safety blanket, and OZ is probably like number four. He's bringing up the rear to me. I think they saw like, okay,
Let
despite
OZ
being
go.
wrong, let's Zoe go. Um, I'm okay without OZ. Honestly, I'm okay with Rome, Luther, Jade, and grabbing a young, like you said, a young burner in the draft. I don't really think like we need a veteran at this point in time. I think they took enough notes, they studied enough, the staff is good enough, like that we can go and get younger and stay young and not have to spend that money on somebody else. I think they more than likely probably let him go. I'm leaning towards like 65% letting him go, but depending on maybe how the draft is, because honestly, he might be there after the draft. He might still be looking for a job after the draft, and if you
Facts.
don't get what you want out of the draft, that person don't drop to you, or somebody better don't come around for a decent price. Now you got that. All right, come on back. You're more than welcome to come back. So, but the only thing that makes me say that as well is you still got Lovely. You still got other pass catchers. So it's like it's not like you need more people to throw the ball to at all. And I think that with DJ gone, it's going to allow more passes to go to Rome and now Luther and now Jade, because Jade shown that hey he could slip through. He could come. I mean, look, I don't know. I just thought about it. I'll be damned if I look up and next season Jade Walker is wearing number two.
Yeah, was he number 20?
20. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you
that's
see 20
odd.
slip through, and I thought
That's
like,
funny.
damn, what if he just take? But you see what I'm saying? Like this that I think that I heard somebody say on the radio. So this that champagne problem. And I mean, I don't think we really got no problem that DJ's is gone. It's just like I said, it hurts as a fan more than anything. That's it. Like, oh, dang, love me some DJ Moore. Hopefully he does well. Let's see you in the Super Bowl. Cool. You know, that's fine.
I'm happy for him that he went to a team that's actually going to contend for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had him mocked to be in a part of a package deal to go to the Raiders to get Max Crosby and stuff. And it's like, man, we just talked to y'all literally got in a interview with him and asked him, how does it feel to finally be on the winning team? To send them
He
to a
sent him
losing
to Vegas.
team. like that'd be crazy. But to see that, somebody that was pretty much a workhorse and he pretty much took a lot of criticism from this city.
Hmm.
Despite like they
From
had a
you.
very love-hate relationship with him. But he he fought. So
The
go
tra-
ahead and have your run with a contender.
the trade, like just when you speak on him going to a contender, that's just like the trade was really just good all the way around. Both teams got what they wanted, not just the teams, but the player. DJ Moore had his first playoff appearance with the Bears last year,
Yeah.
and then you ship him off. But guess what? you going to it. You're going back to the playoffs with the
You're
Bills.
going back
You
to
will
the
be
playoffs with that.
right there again. You know
You
what I'm
ain't go
saying?
to the.
So
Well, they ain't see to the Jets. You ain't going there with Justin.
exactly, exactly. you know what's going on, Bear Truth. You know what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Right. I just showed up and I was like, dang, my name Marcus and I got dreads. Like this would be like a Spider-Man meme when we get on this podcast together.
It just happened that way. It
Yeah.
definitely just happened that way. Where did that question go though? I want to. There's
Which
a
one?
question from Nate. I think Nate Ranky. No, I think he asked. Oh, here it is. This one.
So what's the
Let's
next
put
move?
our
Yeah. So what's the next move?
put our real names in there so I can know how linked we
So
is. No, I'm gonna put it in there.
the Bears' next move. You name it. Which direction you want to go? Because we
DA
need
got to step up to the
safeties.
podium.
We need safeties. We need a linebacker now. We need
Man, we ain't even really
D
talked about
linemen.
that
We,
part
we
of
we
it.
need so much. So you pick which direction. We got the cash now. We got the cap space. When Monday hits, there's going to be like three or four signings from the Bears. Two right away. I know for a fact they're gonna hit two early ones that might be a linebacker that's gonna replace Tremaine Edmonds. First of all, what's your thoughts on Tremaine Edmonds? We kind of like a
Yeah, we
DJ
talked
thing.
about there's so much to talk about. We skipping over players.
It's kind of like the DJ thing. We knew it's coming. You know what I mean? It was just like,
Facts.
when is it gonna
We did our
happen?
cut and
Is it
keep, and
on? Is it?
I don't think either one of those players made it, on our cut and keep. So
Nope.
eh,
Nope.
Honestly, I mean, I would have did keep for both of them, but it wasn't a strong. It wasn't. It wasn't a. You play spades and I got a possible and want a strong possible because I can see why. They would let them go. It's like DJ. We got enough. Like I said, that's a champagne problem. We got more than enough. And then with Tremaine, it's like
Luxury.
you played good, but if I could,
$15 million good.
that's not
Tr-
that
Tr-
good.
Tremaine was on a Pro Bowl All Pro trajectory. He got hurt and he just didn't come back the same. And what even made it even worse, the guys that replaced once he was replaced, it was like there's no drop off. Like
No problem.
we're playing better, if not the same. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I
okay,
heard that too.
they had to cut ties with it and free up that money. It is what it is. Um, I like Tremaine though. I really did. Yeah, I
We got that too, Ace.
leadership. It was a lot of leadership that just left this team between
Yeah.
Dalman, Edmonds, and DJ Moore. A lot of leadership left this team that they're gonna have to replace. That's why I think priority. Speaking on Nate's question a little bit still, KB got to be back here. KB has to. First of all,
So,
that's another good thing about with the center they grabbed.
yeah.
That offensive room is young now. That offensive side it's a
Stay
lot of
young.
young kids on that side of the ball. You need some adults out on that field. Now, Joe Tooney's still here, obviously. But to have a center out there that's cerebral and smart and that can still help Caleb, develop into being able to manipulate the offense, manipulate defenses, and make checks at the line of scrimmage. I think that's very important. But we lost a lot of leadership. We definitely did.
Facts.
And they got to figure out a way to replace that. I think so. Cam Jordan. I'm seeing Cam Jordan. I would love Cam Jordan here for the right price. It got to be like some vet minimum 4 million, 3. Like it can't, like we can't be paying Cam Jordan, right? Am I like?
Yeah, Cam Jordan. And it kind of makes sense. Like I said, I was talking to and I think he was there with, in uh, New Orleans with Dennis Allen for a little bit. And I think he's gonna come with the understanding of, look, I want to come to a team that's gonna win. He ain't finna try to. I want a lot of money, and then we gonna have to wait. I think they gonna sit him down and say, "Hey, look, this is how it is." And
Right.
it's Mark Robbie said for the longest, in in a couple years, we're gonna have to pay our quarterback. So we looking for people who trying to come in and get with the program, or just don't come in at all. Because this, if anything, so far this offseason shows you about the Chicago Bears regime right now is we not finna. Oh, we not finna. We tried that and we got bit. Tremaine, Dio, like, all these big trades for people to come in and it fell on deaf ears, to say the least. So now it's like, if they come in, you gonna come in, get a couple dollars, you're gonna come to a great team, a up and coming team, a great city, great fans, but we not finna blow the bank on you. We got enough good coaches and a good staff to make it work. I think Cam Jordan makes the most sense for the right price, and I think he'll take the right price.
I got to do some research on Cam Jordan. I'll say that. But before I say my piece on what I think our next move should be, what I want to say is we got over 140 people watching this live right now. And more than half of y'all is on Twitter. I need y'all to hit that link and slide over to the YouTube, subscribe, make sure y'all like the channel on there. Send us some love on YouTube so we can continue to grow fast as a channel. We're on the road to 800 subscribers and we almost done. So if you're not subscribed, we keeping tabs. And we're gonna have a call out episode and I'm gonna have all y'all names in a little black book and we're gonna talk about it.
They finna get cut. If we up, oh, it's bleeding over to the podcast.
For real.
Next is finna start cutting subscribers. Like, nah, we don't need your subscription. Your service is no longer needed.
The scroll said he's tired of Dennis Allen and his types.
I kind of am too. Because like just go get football players. Go get. I get it. Like you got long arms. You want the big, tall, 6'6", long. Fuck that. What if he's 6'4", 6'3", short arms, and he's a dog? Like he's a football player. Go get football players. Stop putting your team in the box now.
We ain't really got to see him work yet.
Dio Adangbo should tell you that you can't just always look for trades. But
Trades, yeah.
it makes sense because Ryan Poles loves trades. He does. And Dennis Allen does too. So I get it. It's a great pairing, but just go get guys that know how to play football, man. That's it. That's all. Obviously, every coordinator, coach gonna have a preference. So you can't really be mad at them for that. We all got preferences in life. We all like certain types of things. So can't really be mad at him about that, but don't pass up on a dog because he ain't got, I don't know, 35, 36-inch arms. So you're going to pass up on him because he got 33. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that comment. I'm right there with you, though. Like, the whole type shit is – because every time I hear people talk about the draft and they talk about a player, edge rusher or something like, they be like, well, he's not – Dennis Allen doesn't like those types. Dennis Allen likes these types. It's like, okay, who gives a fuck? He's good. This player's really fucking good.
Yeah.
I think that was a big thing when Khalil Mack, when Ryan Poles first took over and Khalil Mack, before he traded Khalil Mack for that second round pick, people was like, oh, well, scheme fit. He's a 3-4 linebacker. Can he play in a 4-3 scheme? It's fucking Khalil Mack. Are you dumb? That's a football player. He can play in any scheme. Trust me. So I'm right there with you with the scheme fit and all the types. Football players play football, and it's that simple at the end of the day. So
J2K said cornerback Alante Taylor for $12 million makes sense. If you spend $12 million on a cornerback and it's not Nashawn Wright, you did some stupid shit. Because I'm sure Nashawn Wright, first of all, I think he's gonna get paid more than that. If one of these teams have like a knee-jerk reaction in this free agency cycle, he could get paid more than 12. But if you go and spend 12 on somebody like put that pairing back together because I think they're still gonna do KB. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that. Um, but Alante Taylor is a good player. But if you're spending $12 million, I don't want it to be on the damn CB. I need it to be. Y'all need to. I think what I was gonna go into is my first move is Dennis Allen got to step up to the table and say it's time for us to get our pass rush on. I think it's either that or you gotta like. I really think that they can find a good D tackle or something like that in the draft. But I think that there's still some options out there. Somebody in the chat said Odafe Owe is going to be available or is available. Um, we was talking about a return to Khalil Mack being a potential. I don't know how it's going to shake out because everybody was doing so much research and looking into the Max Crosby situation that it's a lot of you know stones that people ain't turned over yet that's got to get looked at, including myself. So I got to figure it out. But I think pass rush is I think that's your big play on the board, and I think you got to start trying to fire some more shots right now. So
You, as far as the pass rush goes, we're gonna talk about D line. I mean, it's some guys. I first of all, I think he's gonna. From what I've seen from the center, from that center trade, I, 12. I'd be shocked if he give $12 million
Cornerback.
to anybody. Honestly, at this
that's what
point,
I would say. Like if it's not a big name pass rusher or something that they spend like that big money on, especially if you kind of took yourself out of the Linderbaum sweepstakes, if you wasn't willing to go up as high to the Max Crosby number, you know what I'm saying? Like I think all this stuff is an account for it. But
Mhm.
like y'all said, we got money that we need to spread out right now. So it's kind of a hard take. I feel like you pick one position and throw a bunch of chips at it, but you know what I'm saying. You still got to fill out other spots, like you just talked about linebacker. Gotta
Mhm.
we still got to pay some safeties. Somebody got to get paid in that room. You know what I'm saying. So
And
it's a lot of factors in it.
I think that's the first thing you do Monday is re- resign KB, resign Kevin Byard, get a fan some. Okay, all right.
get
Now
some
let's
of that
start.
leadership back in the
Yeah,
room.
get some of the whole. That's what I mean. That whole it'll take a it'll settle like okay, all right. Now what you gonna do? Cause I don't know. It's I don't want to say it's trending in the wrong direction, but it's I don't know. It's questionable for me. It's like I don't know what y'all doing. I can't even predict. Like I don't even have like I can't say none of my predictions is I feel 51% good about. Everything is under 50%. Like I'm like, okay, well maybe I could see, or maybe I could see, or maybe they won't, or maybe they will. Especially the way that they're going about things and the way things are happening, especially in the league. Me and Mix was talking about it too. Like every team, I don't know if they have the same memo or whatever. It's like cut old expensive people, cut all your old expensive people, cut them off, get some money back, and that's seeming like what they're trying to do. And I don't,
They're trying to stay young.
yeah, stay young and get young. It's like they trying to, bring some new faces to the NFL or whatever it is. But I think re-signing Kevin Byard is gonna be good, not only for them but for fans and talking heads and the Bears organization on all different levels. So, I can't say this.
It's crazy because Ryan Poles has done a lot since the offseason. Like if anybody thought this offseason was gonna be quiet up until free agency, I feel like the Bears been the most they've been in the news, the sports news, the most one of the most active teams so far.
Yeah, they've been
This
cooking.
this off season. But the crazy thing is that like once a Monday hits, man, it's gonna be it's free agent frenzy, and
Mhm.
I can't wait to see what he does. I really can't wait to see what he does because we got to remember the draft comes right after that. You know what I mean? And what he do in free agency gonna tell us a lot, gonna give us an actual path or direction that we can, okay, this is where he finna go at. This is what he finna do in the draft. These are the holes he gonna use the draft picks to fill. We got 2 seconds. We got 2 seconds. We see what he did with the second round picks last year.
Oh
Now,
shit. Man.
hopefully we get those thirds. I don't know. Y'all, from what I've been hearing, it's still open.
Yeah.
They still trying to figure that shit out. I think a lot. I don't think he's paying. I don't think he's paying anybody unless it's Hendrickson. So what? Hold on. So we did the whole Crosby. Everybody, what y'all think about Hendrickson? Like, do y'all even want him? Like, do y'all even care about him? Or like we passed
Hendrickson
that?
is a solid pass rusher. He's just not shit run defender. And that's what scares me because the North can fucking run. Most of the North. The worst running back at a given point in the North, at least in my eyes, was Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones was still putting some fucking belt on our shit when he came up against us because we haven't been able to stop the run that good. So to me, I'm nervous about somebody who can't play both ways. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't want like a tweener type of player. Like I don't want somebody that's half D tackle, half edge. You know what I'm saying? Like I want a full blown violent ass edge rusher and just kind of leave it at that. But I also want somebody that's really good against the run. And that's why I think I'm keying D tackle so much in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind at least, that's where my mind is at. It's like one of the big things to watch is D tack. So if Hendrickson comes, they have to have a plan in place to add some run support. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean I'm like you said earlier on in the show. It's like after Max Crosby got off the table, everything else it's kind of watered down. You know, it's kind of.
Aaron Jones retired today? Wow, I did not know that.
Neither did
Aaron
I.
Jones and Ryan Kelly.
Mm.
JJ, what you gonna do?
But yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not too. I won't be too. I'm not gonna be mad. I'll be happy if we got him. I'll be right. I won't be mad that we didn't get him in a sense, because I just don't know what it's gonna cost. I think that's what it is. I'll say this. I'll shoot for Hendrickson, but the,
What's the ceiling on the money for you on a per year basis?
what they say he do what
He-
24 or something like that.
20, yeah, about 21 to 24 million.
20, I
That's
think
what he
24 is like the high side of it. So I'll give
probably
anything
won't be
above
a long deal. Probably be 2-3 years
two
max.
3 years on top of that. So I mean, if he come in at low 20s, I can see 22.
22 is like the sweet spot for me. You
Yeah, like
start talking
22.
about 24 and a half, I'm
24.
damn near going,
Yeah, it's like, man, that's a vet minimum of somebody else that would probably gonna need to plug a hole or something, you know. So yeah, I'll be all right. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say 22. If he come in 22 or less, that's I'm not doubting the habit, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
True
True
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim said he heard Trey Hendrickson want 30. If Trey Hendrickson want 30, I'm out.
See that's what I heard a lot of people saying. Like he won't like.
I will say this. I will say this. We can we can like talk about like what's too much to pay a player and what's not too much to pay a player. It's free agency. You're going to overpay in free agency unless you make a trade. Like we made the trade for the center we got, so we didn't overpay. But whoever go get Tyler Linderbaum, Connor McGovern, you're gonna overpay. Whoever gets Buddy Hendrickson, you're gonna overpay. With that being said, if you don't overpay at some point, if we looking at free agency to fix our gaps and the holes in this defense, we're gonna be looking at the same roster that we had last year because we didn't want to pay nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna end up with Dio, Montez, and Shamar and Austin Booker and whatever draft picks we make. Now we can depend on rookies. I don't know how they're gonna come in and whatever it is. They're rookies, but I'm just saying at some point we're gonna have to pay somebody. I mean, we could get Cam Jordan, depending on what he wants. We might have to overpay for him too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's what I was saying. Like the first thing first is like get Kevin Byard out the way, and then if you got to go get him, it's kind of like okay. But now we got Henderson and we brought Byard back. Now we got some in between in the do where I think that most I don't call it mediocre, but most fans will be like, okay, cool, that'll work together, this will work together, but if you go overpay for him, it's like, well, how you gonna pay for him? And then how you gonna pay? It start this going down a slippery slope of, well, you pay him this much, and then you got to pay me this much, and yeah, that's how I feel about it. Especially when that was your number one target. So
At this
that's
point
how.
in time, do y'all think the roster is worse or better than it was last year with what we've done so far?
I would say it's worse. Actually,
It's not really possible for it to be better until we fill some of the gaps. We just got a lot of we got a lot of vacancies right now. But
yeah.
with
And I
the
know what you said. But for me, just looking at and if everybody if that's it, we just stop. So nobody else can go nowhere. This is the same roster right now. I would say we're probably
The scrolls, that's crazy.
maybe a smidge worse. Probably a step worse. I wouldn't say we like, man, we worse than we was last year. I would say we a like the Bradbury, Drew. Like I said, losing DJ don't really. I don't think it moves the needle at all. Tremaine, but I mean, if we kept everybody, I think we still got um, D Jack. So like he's already stepped in. So I would say like we're maybe it was a smidge worse off than we were if we just stop right here, if not the same. And I'm leaning kind of more towards possibly even being just the same. Because we seen what D-Jack did when Tremaine wasn't there. Like you said, Bradbury, he's a Super Bowl center. DJ, crowded room, we got the talent to make up for what happened to him. And who else left? Amon.
Yep.
So it's kind of like, man, what was he really anyway? In a way, so it's kind of like, if you want to say we may have won a smidge down, maybe at center, possibly, but maybe not. But we saw that DeMarco Jackson basically outplayed Tremaine in 5 weeks, right? So everybody else coming back, okay. Now and like I said with DJ, you just shifted Rome over and then shifted Luther over and then shifted Ozzy back in, OZ back in, and then now you just
Right.
added Jade to the 4-man swing, which if you look at it, all five of them had a moment or two or a game or two last season where it was like, okay, they could do something. So like I said, if we're not still kind of evenish, I would say we're a smidge step back, two at best.
So, because I agree. I think we got a little bit worse. The DJ thing, I don't think it hurt to have him here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think it hurt to have him here. Dalman, nah, I think that's a L. That's a L. We took an L there, but like you said, we got another. I think the center we got in is a smart center. He'll be able to play well, especially given he's not on the island. He has two really good guards on the left and the right of him, so he'll be fine. Um, I just want to know. Okay, so how do we get better then? You know what I mean? How do we get better? Is that signing Khalil Mack? Well, if we bring Khalil Mack in here, Cam Jordan, or and I don't know, pick a safety that's on the free agent. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, will that make us better for real? Like, will we be seriously better if we were to do that, or did we need the Max Crosby, the Tyler Linderbaum, or even fucking Trey Hendrickson?
Now, if we get exactly what you got, I know for at least one season, I would say we will do it again, especially after the draft. We the champions of the offseason. Because when you look
Mhm.
at it on paper, you're like, wait, they had Montez Sweat, Cam Jordan, and Khalil Mack rushing. And then you still got Grady, you still got the up and coming Booker, you still got Shamar. I ain't gonna mention the other guys. And then, like I said, with the way DJ played, let's say TJ comes back too, and then you got Bayard, whatever safeties out there that you was just talking about. Let's say one of the top 3 to 5 safeties in free agency,
There's a lot of them.
and there's a lot. And then you still
Mhm.
got, you still got, because that means Nashawn coming back, Tyree coming back, JJ back, Gordon's back. We'll take Brisker out because you got a veteran safety out of that. But then you got to look at the 5 to 8 picks that you're bringing in to learn to back them up. The young guys that's probably gonna come in, even if they practice squad, special teams guys. I think you will be much better, not significantly better, because it won't be a futuristic kind of like this is what 2 years, 2 3 years down the line, this team is gonna go crazy because Khalil probably won't be on it no more. Cam Jordan probably won't be. You see what I'm saying?
Were you a Max Crosby? Did
Yeah,
you like, or were
I
you like build around it through the draft and sign more pieces? Don't just spend all that money on one player.
I mean, before everything happened, I was definitely mass surprised. But as things start to shake out, it's like, okay, well, we got the money, but now that we got the money, it's like I don't want to be that rookie who gets his first check, right, and go get a Lambo. It's like now I got my check. Before I had this check, I was like, I'm getting a Lambo, a
You
mansion.
was you was being
Yeah,
smart with your money
yeah. I
too.
was I was window shopping, like looking at my
Yeah.
car, like I'm window shopping. Like I said, end of the season, DJ, runs a slow route, or however you want to call it, interception. Season over. It's like if we would just got Max Crosby, that's how I felt. Like, oh man, if we just had that pass rush, or the Bears was like we had the turnovers, we had this, and then now as you're looking at, it, it's kind of like, well, looking at the staff and all this kind of stuff, we could probably do more with less because that's basically what we did last season. Because if you think about it, we had 5 starters, I think on defense alone, always on injured reserve, which means they missed like 4 straight games.
Well,
Jaden Johnson, Kyle
let's do
Gordon.
this real quick because I'm listening to both of y'all talking. It's a little bit hard to keep up with all of the different names that's going on because it is a lot of names that's going on. So let's do this real quick, especially because while she wasn't here, I kind of want to do a speed run on a segment real quick where
All
we
right.
just um Mark Rob, we made some cuts and we made some keeps and some moves was made since then. So let's do like a little bit of a quick board review and see where we at with that. And then Wes, if you got some names that you feel like we shouldn't have put on the board for a cut or a name that we shouldn't have kept,
Mm-hmm.
let us know.
All right.
So let's go back through it real quick. Um this is the offensive lineman, so just off rip from here.
Right.
Drew is gone. And Mark Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, but we said Bates was gone
Mm-hmm.
and we said Braxton was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what we said about Karan?
Karan will be here. Yeah, he'll
Yeah,
be
he'll
here.
be. He's still looking. I agree with
Okay.
that.
You cool with this list? We kind of had a little bit of a back and forth about Jordan McFadden. What do you think about him?
I was that was the one I was looking because I was like, okay, Jordan McFadden, yeah, yeah. And I'm looking around. I'm like,
Hold on, give me 1 second.
I think the reason I'm keeping him is because the way he came in the playoffs, he's a rotational piece. He got some, he got some experience behind him. On top of that, because if you look back around too, I mean, you got from Luke to the Canadian Eagle, Amagaji, and even Trapillo up there, and even the Darnell Wright. Those are pretty young
Right.
uh,
Well,
players.
and just because somebody said it in the chat, might as well X Ozzy out too. I ain't gonna X him out because he's still a bear. I ain't gonna be bogus, but he do got like, I don't know. We gonna put a star next to his shit because you gonna move down here, kind of next to Theo, and then
Mm-hmm.
we got Bradbury, Garrett Bradbury, that's gonna
Right.
be a part of this lineup the
Right.
next year. So that's something for us to kind of keep an eye on because
Definitely.
we got three that we looking at: Ozzy, Theo, and Bradbury now. So next group that we had up, receivers.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Moore, he already got
Yeah.
his little X in. Um, he already got his X in. But I kind of pulled this up earlier. Who you
Right.
think should be in? I mean, who do you think? What do you think about Devin Duvernay and Olamide Zaccheaus? Let's say that because we know most of these other guys are gonna be sticking around.
If I had to pick one that I'm keeping or I'm cutting, I'll cut OZ
You would cut OZ and keep Devin Duvernay?
until we find somebody that can return without. I mean, I know he ain't did nothing great or nothing like that, but hey, look, he got the ball upfield. He apologized on special teams. I can't go back on special teams. I can't go backwards and get somebody in there who can't secure the ball or nothing like that. And if I had to look, I mean,
Uh, s-
because the other two, because Alexander and Richardson, ain't they like second year players, third year players, something like that?
They
They practice
they
squad
they they was P squatters, but they was elevated. Well, I think JP got elevated once. I think
once, right?
Maurice got elevated once. So
Right. So they
beyond that,
beyond that, that's why I said if I'm looking at it, I'm not gonna count them two, and I'm looking at the rest of them. If I had to pick between Duvernay and OZ, I'll let OZ go. Just because of
okay.
Duvernay special team big. Like if he wasn't the returner, let's just say, I don't know, throw Blackwell out there was the one that was fielding most of the balls and all that kind of stuff, I would definitely cut Devin. But I think just because what he does on special teams is solid, not great, but it's not negative either.
right. And I think I agree. I think they both got to go though. I think both of them off this roster. I think you gotta get
Okay.
somebody that could return kicks better than Devin. That's faster,
That-
more twitchy than Devin Duvernay. If this was track and
oh,
they ran like a 400-meter sprint or something like that, Devin Duvernay would be great. But this is football. You need quick bursts, and he's just a little old right now.
Well,
Um,
what if
I
one
mean,
of
I
these
could
two
agree with
guys
that
be
too.
in JP or Maurice Alexander?
say that
You
again.
said, well, I remember we was talking about JP Richardson and you was saying that he was routing dudes up at training camp when you went. But
Yep.
do you see either of those guys like if they was to be a part of the 53 that either one of them would be a special teams player?
Uh, probably, probably JP more than Maurice. But I don't think either of them gonna make the 53. I mean, I think they're gonna be practice squad players again. They'll bring another wide receiver in. They're gonna bring in another wide receiver, and that next wide receiver is probably gonna be a wide receiver and kick returner, kind of like like a Rashid Shaheed type of dude. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Something like that.
I mean, I could agree with that.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, that was on the like I said if I had to pick between the two, I would have keep. Devin over him because of that.
over OZ,
Over
Mr.
because of that.
Drops.
Right.
So
You already know that. I talked that shit up a fucking mountain. Him and them damn drops. This room, I think we had a unanimous decision that everybody was safe. One of the few rooms that everybody was safe in. Steven Carlson was a P squad or two that got elevated.
yeah.
If you looking at him like you don't know who that is, what?
I was reading. I thought that said Stephen Graham. I was like Stephen Graham. I don't know. He kind of from what I'm looking at, it kind of looked like almost like a Jimmy Graham name, and I was gonna say what the fuck, but no. I mean, I'm solid on this. I'm solid on keeping all them. Durham. He's good. I mean, you know, especially in the run game, especially in the heavy set. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with keeping
And
all of them.
oh my bad.
No,
No,
you good.
and Durham Smythe might not be here.
Mhm.
They might not resign him because I think he's a free agent.
He
But
is FA.
we
So
would like him to be back. You know,
facts.
that we would keep him in his room. That was the
Great depth piece, yeah.
yeah. And then Caleb, no good. Look, Cole, he said Komet too expensive for a backup tight end. He ain't going nowhere. That one is staying. They love
They'll restructure
Cole.
the shit out of him right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. He's not
They'll
going
get him that
anywhere.
Kawhi Leonard. They'll make him the CEO of a fake company.
Yeah,
Just keep him on staff. And you know
exactly.
I'm all for it.
Oh man.
Nah, he not going nowhere for sure. So yeah, I guess everybody's safe. If we would have it our way, everybody would be safe.
Yeah.
in that
Okay.
room.
I think after that, running backs, we can. I did
You could
this
just do
last
a
time.
big
I'm
one.
gonna
You could
do
do a
a.
big, yeah, there you go, a big one.
Yeah.
A big one. Look, I'm just gonna say just
Y'all can share it. What you
y'all can
say?
share it. Y'all can share it.
For real.
Wes, you want talk to us? Why a big one between?
I
Well,
know
I
you was
mean,
big on
obviously
one of these guys.
I was big on that's why the X so big. You know, when the love is so big, the hate get just as big after.
Hey, don't it?
I didn't have too much faith in Travis Homer before that. Like I like the Ian Wheeler over Travis Homer, like even way back then. And Roshan is just the relationship started off good, and then
Yep.
stopped being intimate, stopped bringing flowers and candies and chocolate. It just wasn't there no more. And I just hated it. I started to hate it, and it got so bad. Like I fucking just hate it. I hate him. I don't like him. I'm just useless. Like I, all the people just put X's on. Roshan, I would if I had to take X's back, I would take all the X's back right now, and then he'll still have an X on him.
He-
Well, I think he'll still be on his team, unfortunately. But
you think so?
is he a free agent?
I don't think so.
If he's not a free agent, I don't think he's getting cut. His cap hit is only 1.1 million from what I'm seeing. Yeah, I think he'll still be on this team.
I think. Mm, I think they'll probably get him out of there and give somebody a vet minimum deal or some shit. I don't know.
Um,
At a different, but like I think because they're probably gonna go into next year with 4 running backs on the 53 again, but one of them is gonna be a special teamer. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody's gonna play heavy on special teams, and that's kind of really what him and Travis Homer really did. But I think I don't know. I feel like neither one of them are gonna be here.
Okay.
get going. Greyhound bus, mega bus.
Is Rojo he's still on a rookie deal?
Yeah, he's still on
Yeah,
the
I
rookie
just
contract.
said
That's what I'm
Jesus
saying. Yeah.
I
Christ.
said
That's
they
why
still.
I
That
don't
is
think
insane.
that's why I don't think he's going like there's no point, I guess.
I mean,
I
I knew he
stand
was still on the
corrected.
rookie. I knew he was still basically on the
I
rookie
didn't
deal.
even
Cause like
think about
Rob,
that.
I tell you, like 2 years ago, which I want to say, I was all for him.
This relationship is giving me gray hairs. I didn't
Yeah,
know it was a rookie
that's why I
deal.
said if I could, I would big chop.
And this right here is right here. You need that spot. They'll take it, bro. They'll take it from him, for sure.
Somebody would come up and get in that spot for
Yeah.
sure.
Deion Hankins. Didn't we give Britton Brown I could have sworn we gave Britton Brown a contract, no? I thought
I
we
think
did.
Britton Brown
I thought we
did get
gave him a
signed to a
future.
futures.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
we
He
did.
did. I'm looking at the.
I mean, I'll take a Britton Brown. I'll take a great Britton.
I definitely take
I'll,
a Britton Brown as my 3.
I take a
I like
great
the way he
Britain.
run. I think Britton Brown just runs tall as hell to me. I don't like that in his game. I feel like
Okay,
he
yeah.
be running straight upright, like for real.
Yeah.
He just looked like a tall ass runner to me. But I think if he was our third, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, AC saying, yeah, we got it. We gave him a future. We gave him
Yeah.
a future.
Next room, this room. Some people were saying Tyson was gonna get moved, but I think this room stays the same.
So, Wes, before you talk about this one, it's pretty self-explanatory, but what are you what's the least you taking? What's the lowest you're going if you're gonna move Tyson Bagent? Because we know everybody, there's been people calling and asking about Tyson Bagent. Ben Johnson thinks he's one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the league. What's the lowest you going? Somebody call you right now, and you gotta. What they gotta give you to come up off of Tyson Bagent?
Tyson Bagent.
I'll say so. Mixed
I,
it said
I would have said like a fourth or a fifth.
fourth or fifth. Okay.
I think a
Mixed
third
it.
is a little too high, but
So Mixed it went with third. I went with a
That's
two.
the floor.
you said a
Marcus just
two.
said you gotta pay.
Yeah,
Look,
I needed a second to
it's
You
a
need some
thing that we
second.
like to say, Wes. It's called a premium position tax, and it's real high at quarterback. Okay, you ain't getting no quarterback out of me for no goddamn fifth at all. If you get a quarterback out of me for a fifth, you need to give me a player with it for real.
be like Austin Reed or something. Yeah, so I went with second and Mixed it went with a third. He was cool with the second. Hold on, we got a Bajan fan in here. Bajan is way better than Caleb. Trade the bum, Caleb. Bajan MVP. Oh man, that y'all still doing that, huh? I ain't hear none of that when we was beating the Packers in the playoffs and beating them twice. I ain't hear none of that.
I
It's
heard it
actually been
since
a
he got his
while.
10 million. Since he got his $10 million, I heard nobody bring it up. I ain't gonna lie.
10
Yeah.
million.
I mean, I even heard that they. I mean,
Scrolls,
like I
that's
said, he
crazy.
said the lowest, the lowest.
Don't eat all them beefs, bro.
Mm.
That's not good for your insides.
So you okay? Fourth round, the lowest
Fourth,
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 fifth pick.
fourth.
You can have them. Go take them. I got you.
Okay. Now, what happens if you let him go for a fourth and he goes somewhere and gets an opportunity to start and he just a really good ass player for them? You feel like you lost out on that trade because you only got a fourth out of it?
No, because they don't like he shouldn't. On my team that I'm looking at in my room, he shouldn't even get the opportunity. So if he get opportunity on your team, fine. It's the same thing. I mean, I don't got no hate against Bajan. I like Bajan.
No,
Bajan's
yeah,
my backup.
yeah.
Like I got the same thing like we was just talking about earlier on about DJ. I'm happy he went to a contender and all that kind of stuff. Good for him. All right. All right, send him to Buffalo. Give me a fourth for him, and then let Josh Allen go down, and we'll see both of them in the Super Bowl. How about that? And then we beat them both. Yay, good for them. Like it's not no. I mean, third hand, and then I just because you
It's a
brought that
backup
out.
quarterback. The thing is,
I wish he would go. I wish he would go to a team that's on our schedule too, so he can go up against Caleb, and I can see the Bajan lovers and Bajan
That
fans
would be
see
a
them
hell
put
of
up
a
together.
matchup to
That would
watch.
be a fucking crazy ass fucking.
this is my only thing. They like him. They love the kid. And I knocked on wood the other day when we talked about this, so I'll do it again. Caleb has not missed a game. So with that trend, oh yeah, you could but if Caleb does miss a game, maybe it turned into Bo Nix out of nowhere. Bo Nix, didn't he break his ankle? I don't know how he do that and finish the
Taking a knee.
game.
Mhm.
I would love for Tyson Bagent to come in and replace
For sure.
him.
Facts.
But now, if you do trade him, you gotta replace that. You gotta get another solid backup quarterback in here. You know what I mean? And I mean, and it's so mixed. You asked me this question, so I asked Wes the same question: Malik Willis or Tyson Bagent?
Tyson Beige.
Tyson.
Yes, sir.
Tyson Beige, man. Tyson
That's
Beige. Malik
hilarious.
Willis. Malik Willis started at least when Beige started playing kind of well. He's still doing the same thing overall. Even when he playing bad, he's still doing the same. Like he's still in his mode. He ain't getting like narrow vision. Every time I see Malik Willis, is like he's having a good game and all that stuff, and then like everything shrinks. He started focusing like, oh my, I'm eating him up, throwing it, short on the left side. So and then he forget about the right side, and then for some reason somehow he gets his ass blown the fuck up, or he don't see he misses the read. I think Bajan is a better just mental quarterback than Malik Willis, if anything. He just
was
keeps
it
the
Ja-
game playing.
was it Jaquan or was it Kyler last year that they smoked Malik Willis and he fumbled
That
on
was
like
Kevin Byard.
oh that was KB. Why do I always think it was one of them?
That was
We
Kevin
talked about
Byard.
this before and
That
you
was Kevin
corrected me on that.
Byard.
Yeah, that was
That
He's
was Kevin
KB.
blew him
Byard.
up.
It
It's like 200
it was
memes out there.
it was Brisker who hit him late in
Yeah,
that
look.
game, and he was already on the ground. He was pissed because he kept running all over him, so he hit him late, and that pissed me off. But yeah, no, that was KB who made him fumble. I mean,
That-
smoked his ass.
Yeah.
But
That's
no,
why I
I,
said it's
I
like
was
he
with you.
forget.
You say what?
I said it's like he was playing kind of good. He like, okay, yeah, I got him on his left side, and then it was just like that. You just saw it coming. It was just like boom. But
I I,
yeah,
I went with Bajent too. I went with Bajent too. I can see, but see that's the thing. Malik Willis probably finna get paid.
yeah.
He probably finna get like I don't know what the numbers were showing 25, 30 million for a couple years or whatever he finna get. Maybe we'll see. Could be rumors, but no, I like Bajent too. I just want to know what you. So what you think about Case Keenum then? Bringing
I
him
think
back or not?
Bring him back. He's the other quarterbacks coach.
Scrolls, you really don't like Tyson Bajent. But okay, I'm with you. I will look. Whole room
What is
come back.
Scrolls picture of? Is
That's
that Michael Irvin?
Marvin.
I
Yeah,
think that's
is
Michael
that Michael
Irvin.
Irvin? Yeah.
I was like, Scrolls got a strong ass face.
No, that's Michael
No,
Irvin.
that's
That's
Michael Irvin.
Michael
Crazy
Irvin
ass.
is probably, yeah, he probably I ain't gonna love Michael Irvin.
Okay, so the whole room come back.
the
Yeah, the whole room
offense.
come back.
Let's speed run this defense real quick. Wes,
Oh God, let me see. Oh Lord.
DBs. What we go with? We said Nashawn gone. That was a bad X. Nashawn's gone. Jalen Jones, I said was gone. I think I said, did I say Nick McLeod?
Oh, Nick McLeod's gone.
N- Nick, you're out of here, bud. CJ, I said if CJ comes back, he has to come back as a
Yeah,
safety.
CJ was like a technicality overall. I had him gone, but he definitely was like a, you know.
This is what we got, Wes. What's your thoughts?
And you see in at the bottom right, you got Terrell Smith
Zay Frazier,
and Zay
Dallas,
Frazier.
Nah,
They'll be
Dallas
here.
Flowers, and Dante Manning. They P squads. Um, but yeah,
I
Terrell Smith and
honestly
Zay
don't
Frazier will be
have.
here.
Shit. I don't know, man. I know y'all like him, but I add Tyreek to that X.
What?
Ooh.
I add him to that X. I put Space
Oh,
Break.
you're wildin'.
I add
Wow.
him to it. I don't know, man. I don't got. I
You're
just
keeping CJ GJ over Tyreek Stevenson?
well, y'all said it's a technicality was taking care of safety, so I was like, all right. I mean,
I would keep
I
him
didn't
if he
think
was a safety,
if he
but
was safety. But I mean, in this
If
scenario, I
Tyreek
mean,
leaves this room, CJ stays in this room.
I,
mm,
that's
I,
crazy.
Yeah, Tyreek.
I probably. I mean, and Tyreek's still on his rookie contract too, or something like that.
Hmm.
So it's like, man, I honestly, I'll do exactly where it's at right now. I don't count CJ GJ as one of these people, and I will go get you know a nice one in the third round, bring another young corner in. I don't know. I
What's
AC
don't
the room that you like?
AC Adams said you got to have 29 for the rips and strips since you're getting rid of Nation.
Facts.
I'm just saying Nation gone because I'm I'm not
They
getting rid of
not happy
Nation.
with you, Wes.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
but so we not so okay. So let's give some context. Nashawn ain't getting cut because he's bad. He's getting cut, not cut, but we're just not bringing him back because we ain't gonna be able to afford him. Obviously,
Correct.
that's
Nick
why I'm not
McLeod
really saying.
sucks.
That
Jalen Jones,
Jones can
he
go
can
to.
we can find somebody else to
Yeah.
Um,
Josh only that for special teams.
Josh will be here. Yeah, he'll be
Josh
here.
had too many fucking defensive snaps for me, but special team rep at minimum. You know,
Um,
Like I said, CJ GJ for me, I'm not bringing him back. I wouldn't bring him back. But
but, um,
CJ can't cover. He really
he
can't.
got no wheels. That's why I
Nah,
said you got to get back that
and we
safety.
trying to
You got
get
to keep
faster.
coming,
Ryan
keep
Post
coming
said
yards
this
up.
at the. There's a reason why we struggled against Green Bay and Detroit. Those receivers they got is fast. We need some speed out there, and we ain't really got it with this group. But yeah, CJ, that's people. Some people bring him back at safety. Some people, I'm not bringing him back at all. I get it when you bring him back at
I mean,
safety.
also he only in this picture. Okay, so yeah, you can ask him to. I was gonna ask him. I was gonna ask him what the
Who is
safety.
that?
CJGJ. I thought he was gonna be. I thought we just moved him over to the safety picture. If that was.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, well, you can ask him to. Because I will go. I will go in the draft. You can get a lot of good D backs
You
late in the draft.
overhauling your cornerback room.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is what West.
This is
When
when he
Ryan Post said,
put his stamp on it. This
yeah,
is
when
Wes.
Ryan Post said we got to get fast on defense, West said this is the room we start with.
I mean, ain't these the fastest? Don't they go up against the fastest?
I'm not
Ain't they?
mad at you.
You make a good
Ain't
point.
they cheaters chasing gazelles? So
I
and
like that.
Tyreek ain't even cheated. He more like a hyena. He just laughs his way around the planes, around the players, and he ain't making
I ain't
nothing.
gonna lie. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I get the Tyreek, but I'm just shocked. He's an X. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy to me. That is kind of, but
Yeah.
hey,
I get it.
And like I said, the
I
only
like the
other two
difference in
down.
opinion.
I'll bring, like I said, Terrell Smith. Obviously, Zach Frazier. Got to see what he got on there. Dante Manning and Flowers. Probably practice team, maybe. Nah,
Yeah,
don't even have them in,
But
maybe.
so to the Tyreek thing, also you got to remember they were playing injured Jalen Johnson over him. They were
facts.
down the stretch. That's what they were doing. So something was going on there
Think
where he
about it.
couldn't even get on the field.
Week 1, he wasn't CB1.
So
Yeah,
It was Nation Wright. So for me, it's like I same time I got the staff. They know more than
Ooh.
we know.
You putting a lot of work on Ryan Poe's plate, but hey, that's what the offseason is for.
yeah, it's
That's where
his
you make
season.
your money. Let's go.
Like Usher said, that's what it's made for.
Next room,
Next, I was gonna, I was gonna say next round.
you know who
Uh
coming.
so Modus Skull said Drew Dalman retiring low key has thrown a monkey wrench into the free agent season and draft for the Bears. It sucks. Initially, you are correct. But now that we've made the trade for what is it?
Garrett Bradbury.
Garrett Bradbury. It's not really a monkey wrench. We're back at square one again.
Mhm.
So all right, go ahead, Wes. Do your
We just got
thing.
an oil change, dog.
Yeah,
It's only
exactly.
it's only
Exactly.
4 names in this room. Let's go down the west. Let's go down the
Go ahead,
west line.
what y'all got?
Let's go down the
I
line,
agree.
West. Jaquan, yay or nay?
Ah man,
You fighting with
honestly,
this more than you did for Tyreek?
No,
That's
no, not
crazy to
really. I
do.
just you could ask him, put X on him, because I don't know if y'all gonna like the rest of this.
He Briscoe's gonna be too expensive for us. I think. I
Mhm.
would love to bring him back. Well, honestly, now that we got this money, I don't fucking know.
You might
That's
you
that's
might
what I'm
bring him
thinking. I'm
back.
like,
Yeah,
we might could afford him. We might just be a couple more million than we thought we had to pay, and now we got it.
We need to see more of that playoff Brisker though.
man.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like he
We need
came
him
in
to keep
hot
that
at the end,
mentality all year round, bro.
and it's like I don't want to cut the other hand off of 6 and 9, but I got six.
I'm right there with Scrolls on this one. What you keep
Hey,
going though, KB?
put a heart around it with wings and a
Let's see.
crown.
Let's see.
Yes.
Put a heart. Let's see what your heart look like.
My heart finna be fucked up trying
Hey,
to
you can't
draw
even
on
make
this
an
north
X.
side. For real.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Hey.
Concentration,
All right
concentration,
now.
Right.
concentration, concentration.
Uh,
Uh,
All right.
Eee.
Never.
oh,
Okay. Look, that's decent.
nice.
That's
Yeah,
decent.
you can go ahead and put an X on that.
On Hicks.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'm keeping John, and I'm keeping JL.
You ain't
You
gotta
and
hard.
her?
You can just put a
Yeah.
circle or
Just
Yeah.
put a
something.
circle, or whatever. I mean, we
Leave
that's
it.
that's that's hugs and kisses, baby.
I
Hugs
think
and kisses.
I think we all had the same room here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so that give you two, and then you just go sign two more. There's gonna
Go,
be
go,
hella safeties everywhere. Draft
yeah, go
draft
sign
one
tomorrow,
for
draft
sure.
one.
Now, um, well, I guess we'll talk about that part a little bit later. I got a question that I'm gonna ask y'all a little bit later after we done with this little exercise here.
We got one more room, two more
I
rooms.
was trying to
Don't forget
say,
the
Yep.
question.
No, I'm good. Linebackers.
cut your man.
One
Oh,
already
sorry.
bit the dust.
Before hold on. I do agree with this too, though.
What?
I know y'all don't care, but we do need his wife. We need his
Oh,
wife
you
at the
got
game.
one.
We do. We
We
absolutely
gotta
need to see
love it.
Simone
You
there
got
at
you
every
gotta love
game.
it. Yeah, she's at every game, and on top of that, like he brings his little thing. Like I said, I clowned him like season
We
before
both
last,
did.
and
We
we and
yeah.
he just came
Everybody
out of
did.
nowhere. He had some interception here, fumble on special
Fumble
teams,
recoveries,
forced
fumble fort.
fumble.
Yeah.
He
I'm
started
like,
playing
okay,
hard.
all right, all right.
But we do need Simone. I love seeing Simone at the games.
Yes.
Celebrity star power at our games. I hated it when they was in Green Bay. But anyway, go ahead,
Hmm.
Wes. What's your next? Well, makes to set them up. Go ahead.
Oh, Tremaine already off the board.
Right. Who you want to go to first?
TJ. She's the most controversial out of the rest of the room, to be honest.
I'm keeping him for now. I'll keep him.
Okay, TJ
Absolutely,
makes the
and
cut.
I think he'll be back
I
in
think you're
training
right.
camp. Training camp.
Oh my God.
He wore a Cuban link to team pictures. Crazy. Noah Sewell.
Who did that?
TJ Edwards. Is a Cuban link chain on his neck. Noah Sewell. He had, was it an ACL or was it an Achilles he had?
I think he had a
ACL, right?
ACL. Chat didn't Noah Sewell have an ACL, right? What was Noah Sewell's injury?
I'm
Put it in the
pretty sure
chat.
it was an ACL. He also had a concussion during the season too. But I think I like
I'll
Noah
bring him
Sewell.
back. I'll bring him
He
back.
was good when he first filled in for TJ Edwards.
Yeah,
I'll
I
bring him
like
back.
him. I liked him. But the thing is, it felt like when he was out there for TJ, it felt like you had two linebackers and that wasn't capable of like being that smart linebacker, giving you that smart linebacker play. You know what I'm saying? Everything felt like very reactive. And Noah Sewell, he made some good reactive plays, but like when there's no true quote on for lack of a better term, when there's no true green dot out there between the linebackers, like it was Tremaine, Noah Sewell, and then who was the third? Was it Ruben? Reeves Maven
Yeah.
came in and hurt somebody. Um, I think he actually got when Noah Sewell got the injury, the concussion injury, or it was either the concussion or neck that he had. It was he ran into
ACL, shoulder, and a concussion he had. Sewell.
that's what it was. Yeah, he had the I think the concussion he ended up running into Reeves Maven.
Mm.
and
Wasn't
that
he
shit
like
look
laid out on the field or something like
that
that?
shit looked like it
Yeah.
broke his neck when we seen it. Like it looked bad. But I'm keeping Noah Sewell, I'm keeping TJ, I'm keeping D-Jack, and I'm probably cutting Reeves Maven and Ruben Hippolyte. He's a year two, so you definitely keep him. But you put a big magnifying glass on his ass because
Yeah.
when Ryan Poles came out and said it was Jerome Ford. Thank you for correcting me, AC Adam. Um, but when Ryan Poles came out and said we need to get faster on defense, it's like he put a spotlight on your ass because you're young. They took you basically four traits and for being a speedy linebacker and stuff in the draft. And year one, you didn't really put too much on the table. So year two, when that's what they looking for, this is like your opportunity to solidify yourself as a core part of this defense.
So you keeping him? Or did you say you keeping him? Noah Sewell?
Yeah.
West.
Oh, West, yeah.
No, I was cutting on so
Oh
Wow.
man,
I want to keep him, but I don't know,
I feel
man.
you.
I don't know, man.
X marks the spot.
And this is how I feel like right now. I'll cut him now. I mean, he probably still be sitting on the couch, but if I get through the draft and then get what I want out of it, probably I don't see too many teams trying to, you know, scrimmage for him or just grab him up. So
If we cut him, he's playing for somebody next year. I guarantee it.
Who's that?
Noah Sewell. He's not just gonna go through the year free agent. He's young.
That's. I think he'll have a job. I don't know if he'll start. I don't know if he's gonna start
nah.
for somebody. And look. This is what I think about since we cut Elijah Hicks. I think Elijah Hicks gonna start next year. I do. I really do. I don't know if Noah Sewell gonna start at linebacker. I don't know. We'll see, but he'll definitely have a job. I can guarantee that. But you cut Noah Sewell. That's okay.
AC
Uh,
Adams said his little brother is faster. So his little brother, Nephi Sewell, and we signed him to a futures deal right before the season ended. So he at
Remember we
minimum
had
be a free
Khalil Mack,
spot.
brother. Y'all
yeah.
remember that? We signed his brother too, and then cut him, I think. But
Professional
all right,
teams to not do it. Obviously, D Jack Stan and
Reeves
maybe
Maben,
maybe nah.
I'm
I,
with you there. It's like whatever.
Ruben,
it's like not only the Ruben. I
do
mean, it's
something.
like do something. Poke, the kids the stick. Do something.
Just start poking his ass.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm 50-50. I mean, all the extras I put out, I think Noah Sewell is the one I'm probably 50-50, but I'm gonna cut him for now.
Who?
Who?
Noah, Noah Sewell.
Oh, I
Oh, I
about
thought
to
you was
say
about Ruben up. Damn, you gonna get
No,
rid of a year
no,
two?
nah.
no.
I can't cut. No, I ain't cut Ruben for like not just yet.
Not just yet. We know this room all too well, or do we? Because they damn near didn't show up that much.
Mm,
Montez
Oh
Sweat,
boy.
we had a very long conversation when I made a point about getting rid of your ass, but I guess the unanimous decision from the Black Bear podcast is you will be a bear in 2026.
yeah, at least
Congratulations,
at
sir.
least one more season.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Joe Tyron. I mean,
Troy
uh,
Inca,
Troy Ain't cut. I
cut.
mean,
Well, he's a free
I'm
agent,
trying
so
to.
I guess
Yeah, he a
you
free
don't really
agent.
got to
So I
bring
mean,
him
on
back.
top of that, it's like I gotta make. I'm trying to think of future space. Um,
Book,
cause it's between. Cause for me, it's like Trinka or Dom Rob. Trinka or Dom Rob. Trinka. I mean, I seen
That's what's
more Dom
between.
Rob. It's like
There's
both of
no
them
way
gotta go.
Dom Rob is on this
Both
team.
of them gotta go.
Yeah, I'm about to say
You heard what
that.
I just said?
Yeah.
I said Trinka, Dom Rob, Trinka, Dom Rob. They both gotta go. Dio too much money anyway, and you already know if you didn't know I like Austin Booker.
if we could mess with Dio money a little bit, his ass should have been gone too.
Yeah,
He would
he
have been
probably
going
go.
as fast as Tremaine. Like
Yeah.
his contract is ridiculous for what the hell he gave us. But you know,
Nah, Paul Martin.
whatever.
He's done. He's done for. He has to. He has to. There's no need. We don't need him.
I
We
don't
don't
need
need
him.
Dom
So
Riley
like I
on this
said,
roster.
Trinka, he was here for a spit of a time, so I don't
We traded for him at yeah.
at the end, so it's kind of like, okay.
That's cool. Well, I guess that's really you can't make too much more of a splash in this room.
Mm-mm.
Not with the pieces you got in it anyway. But I think if
Mm-mm.
you're gonna cut some people, when we did this, I voted to keep Joe Tryon Shoyinka because I felt like he was probably one of the better run defenders you had at the edge position.
I think I did too, but I'm not. I don't remember what I did, but I don't. I'm not mad. Like he can go because that's when we talking about signing these
You
free
know,
agents,
these free
Cam
agents,
Jordan.
Hendrickson, Cam Jordan, what's his name?
Yeah, yeah.
Awa is. I'm like, yeah,
You can get better there
yeah, you get that.
and keep the depth. But okay.
Last room, the
Whew,
D tackles.
whew.
I'll start this shit.
Yeah, sorry.
Bill,
Why you have to go there first, man? We
I was
have,
about to say I don't get it. I don't get why he just
I
dislikes
did it last
Big
time
Bill
too.
so much, but
you need to
it
think
is
about
what
it
it
is,
is.
Mark Rob. This is the thing. This is the thing. I get if you don't like Big Bill, but how you X him out first before you X'd out Chris Williams?
I don't think about Chris Williams at all.
That's
I
why you
had
should have gave him. That should have been the X. You could
you're
have
right.
been like, "Hey,
He
look,
could
a
get one
fan
too.
favorite."
That's because when Big Bill's standing, you're gonna notice him before you notice fucking Chris Williams.
That is true, but
Big Bill is big as
I
hell.
have vivid memories of Big Bill not standing, and I
I
don't.
got members of him
It,
running.
I was just about to say it's just when you see him get through and then the quarterback roll out the pocket and you
Crack.
watch him chase, it's like, oh my god,
It's like watching like a 350-pound Minecraft
oh my
character just
god, I
this
can't
big
believe
box.
it's crazy. It's
I'm glad
crazy.
you just said that. Now let me ask you a quick question: how fast do you think Big Bill will run in the 40?
He gonna be running.
He's probably I ain't gonna lie, Big Bill probably the bottom three slowest people in the league. Like no cap, that motherfucker. That
What's that kid? And I don't want to, hurt on people, and I'm not a, body shape. But
I didn't even bring
what,
that up to say some hating shit, but say
no,
what's,
but we
what?
seen it with our eyes. We
what's
watched
the
him chase
what's the
down
kid?
quarterbacks.
What's the kid that they wouldn't let play because of his weight? Was that the Buccaneers?
Oh my
Oh, the
god.
Tampa, the rookie that
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
had.
the rookie.
Well, but the thing is,
He might be. He
Billings
might be.
got him beat. Billings, he's
Yeah,
probably
Billings
faster
gonna
than
outrun
Billings.
him.
You think
Nah,
Billy's
I
out?
don't
No,
know.
you
I ain't
think
never
I
seen
Billings
him
is
don't think
that?
run,
I mean,
so.
you think Billings is slower than him?
Yeah, I do. I think
yeah, I
Billings.
think. That's what I said. I think he might beat him.
Si-
He might just because he's younger. Just because he's younger.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Hey,
I guess if you
Billings
factor
is
that into it, yeah.
that motherfucker. I ain't ever seen no NFL player. Normally when you see it, you
Hey,
an NFL player, they weigh 323, whatever, and then you be like, but that motherfucker that's a fast human being to be weighing that. Not Billings. That motherfucker is as slow as he is big. No cap.
mm,
But he
he
ain't the
look-
only one. He ain't that
Okay.
all of them slow. But keep going. Let keep
The
going. I
reason
want to
the
see.
reason why I asked that is because it was 330-pound linemen in the draft running 5.1s,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
5.15.
fat.
I
They're
was like,
big, but these
holy
are
shit. What are you gonna
freak
do when
athletes.
somebody that is 330 pounds can run at you in 5 seconds from 40 yards away? That shit
Run
is
out
a
of the way.
scary ass sight, bro.
I've been tackled by one of those dudes before for
Bro.
sure. And it ain't pretty, but this is West. This room right here. This is a room full of names. Like this ain't no Joe.
Look,
Well, it's a
if
Chris
you
Williams.
cut if you cut Shamar Turner hair or pull it back behind his head, it's like he's looking at basically all the same people. You just like lean back because it's small for
So
me.
stupid.
If you lean back and squint just a little bit, they all look like cousins or five brothers.
I'm right there with you, True Pilgrim. Trust me, I'm right there with you. Start with
Uh,
Grady. Start with Grady.
I mean, I'm keeping him just because like what else I got right now? Like
Right.
the best of the worst. He's the one-eyed man, right? Uh, we already talked about Billings. Javon, ain't this his
Wait, so you're
last?
cutting Billings?
Yeah, because I
It's
think
okay to say
just
yes.
I'm about to say
because of the space, because of the space. I don't want to cut him at all. I don't, but it's like we gotta get better, and we can't get
we
better
do.
with
I
with a
feel that.
bunch of people in there. Like can't have 22 defensive linemen just because I like Andrew Billings.
I feel that.
So I
That
got.
was how we had Mercedes Lewis in here for almost 20 years.
I mean, look. Look, I thought Mercedes Lewis was coming to be a like. I didn't even want him to play a snap. I just want him to come in
You
and be a
just show
leader.
up.
And that buff, he is like he had that. Just I don't know. He was just out there. He just wanted to say he was in the league 20 plus years. I don't know. Yeah, we cut Billings.
Big Dex.
This Dex last year on his rookie contract.
Yes, it is.
That's
I'm a,
that's your only saving grace.
I
I'm gonna
would
say this.
I
I'm
would
gonna say
keep
this
that.
before you continue. When I see a player, I discard a player. This regime gonna see it too. Braxton Jones had to go. Had to go. DJ Moore gotta go. Like just gotta go. And Javon Dexter gonna be next. I'm telling you, he's going to be next. Unless he has some miraculous change in the way he plays the game of football in one off season. He's gonna be gone after this year. Trust me, he will. But
Yeah, I
You
mean,
think
like I
there's a
said,
possibility for him to be a mid-season trade?
if somebody want him, yeah.
yeah, somebody want him. Everybody
Because
got
what
a
he's a
price.
second round pick.
Yes, he was.
See, yeah. I mean, like I said, rookie contract. I gotta leave a few in here. Shamar Turner, I still want to see what he gonna do. That's I keep Javon.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the room. Like that's the room. That
That's
is it.
it.
That's really
That's
what it
it.
is.
And
I mean,
it's
unless you want to bring Chris Williams back or yeah.
no. I didn't see Daniel Hardy up here. Somebody
Oh,
mentioned him in the comments. I didn't see him up there.
I
But
didn't
Daniel Hardy
either.
considered an edge, ain't he?
Yeah, I
Daniel Hardy
believe
is
the
an edge rusher.
edge
Okay.
Technically.
Yeah.
linebacker type thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, he said, "Fuck Greg Hardy." Is he under contract? Let me see.
Daniel Hardy?
Yeah, I said Greg Hardy.
Daniel. Yeah. Great.
Greg
Daniel.
Hardy, the one that motherfucker was beating, boy. And yep. Wait, no, I don't see him.
Daniel Hardy has a 1-year contract. He was a 1 year, so he
He's a
was
free agent, man.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave it like that. I'm okay with that. If y'all okay with that or not. Nice.
He's a
Java-
restricted free agent though.
Jervarius Owens. Who the fuck is Jervarius Owens?
It sounds like that Key and Peele episode when they
We
do their
paying him a
name.
million.
Yeah, just I don't know. I'm gonna
Kadar
leave it at
Ismail.
that.
Wow.
All right. While I'm thinking about this, I did want to ask y'all some questions about some other moves that's being made around the
We're not gonna cut Cairo.
oh damn. Oh no, I ain't put no special teams on there. I low key I could have though.
Yeah.
Cairo would have been interesting because Cairo is
Cairo.
older,
What's
but
Scott Daly as long snapper?
Scott, we gonna just skip over Tory Taylor. We just gonna skip over
Look,
the fourth
mm-mm.
look,
round
I knew you was gonna
punter.
come in.
You
I was
can't either
baiting
do
him.
it because
I
he's
was
a
baiting
fourth
him.
round.
Look,
Well,
hey Benson, I was baiting him.
Shit.
I'm like, so no Cairo?
Fourth
mm,
round punter, huh?
I forgot
I
Remember
about
went to
that.
I went
Lance
to
Briggs. Lance Briggs was
you
the fourth rounder.
you let me you
Max Crosby was
When you put it that way,
in
that's
the
actually
fourth
fucking
round. I'm just
insane.
saying,
that's
golly.
hilarious.
That is
Crazy.
actually
But
insane.
no, it's all good. We got him. He's here. He's a bear now. So it is what it is.
Now,
What's your question, Mixed? Let's spice it up a little
it's been
bit.
it's been some stuff going on around the league and around the North that I want to talk about because I kind of want to see whether or not if you think that they some that's in
Oh,
play.
Lance was the third. My bad.
Um, Taylor Decker asked for a release from the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Tackle position. I don't necessarily know whether or not if that's somebody that Ben Johnson would keep his eye on, but I've been looking around the North and seeing what other teams in our division has been doing as far as transactions go. But
Can we?
he's an offensive tackle, and I just kind of want to get your thought about
All
that
right.
and
So
whether or not if he's in play for you.
absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely, especially since from what I'm hearing from the Bears, and like I said, look, and I wish I saved the tweet. It was a tweet from like Ian Rappaport or Phil Yates, one of the big, and they talked about Ozzy's injury and how bad it was for previous players. How 80% don't come back, and like a small percentage of that, when they do come back, they're never the same. Whatever. It sounds like the Bears they got all the faith in the world in Ozzy to come back at some point and take that spot. Now, Dan Rochar didn't like what he saw from Ozzy. I played the clip last week or mixed it. He didn't like what he saw from any of those dudes. Taylor Decker is a great stopgap player for just to hold it down until Ozzy gets back. Let's just, and Wes, you was this is what you were basically saying last time we talked about this. You weren't out on Ozzy not coming back. You were ready for him to come back when he was ready and be 100% healthy. And that's look like that's what the Bears betting on. You know what I mean? From what I've been hearing from Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles at the combine. Let's get Taylor Decker. Let's get another vet. You brought in this vet center, 30-year-old Bradbury. You got Joe Tooney to the left of him. You got Jonah Jackson to the right of him and Darnell Wright. Just bring in Taylor Decker too. Yo O-line is not gonna miss a beat. Now you gotta bring some young dudes in there to because Joe Tooney ain't gonna be here for too long.
Right.
I don't know how long Joe Jonah Jackson got, and then the center. But absolutely. Taylor Decker should be in play. He shouldn't be asking for too much because I believe the Lions are still paying his contract. I believe so. He got cut. You know how it goes when you get cut. They still got to pay you. So when you sign with your next team, you're not going to ask them for too much because you're still getting paid from the other team. So absolutely mixed it. Absolutely. It's crazy because it's like, a lot of the holes the Bears had coming into it's opportunities right there. Tyler Linderbaum, we didn't get him, but it was right there for the taking. If you really wanted it, when Drew Dalman retired, we don't get this lucky. And there's pieces there, there's vets there that you can go out and get when you to fill these holes that just so happen to happen for you, unfortunately. So hell yeah, go get him if you for the right price. Now don't keep paying his ass, So Wes, I don't know what you think.
I mean, I thought because the way I read it too when I was reading it that he requested to be cut or
Correct.
he
So that'll
so
be a result of them not coming together per like contract negotiations,
contract
etc.
negotiations like well just cut me kind of thing. And like I said, his familiarity with Ben Johnson, he knows what Ben Johnson looks for, and like you were saying, right, that's what I thought the plan would be, and it's the the clouds open up and it's like here you go right here,
Right there.
just do this. What's the African dude that just be like I don't know, you know what I'm talking about, the obvious guy, whatever
What's
his
his name?
name is,
Like
I don't know
BB or something. He became
what
some crazy millionaire off the shit.
crazy man there after just doing this. It's
Yeah.
because it's that simple. Like, stop making it complicated. It should be a. I mean, it's a lot that the Bears can do and not go overboard and not seem to you know what I'm saying, pay too much or go too crazy or put themselves behind an eight ball, how you want to say it, you can make so many different moves even before the draft even started. And then you could back that up with a whole bunch of young talent, see how they play out, and go from there. Do we
I mean,
fear the
because
Vikings with Kyler Murray?
I don't fear the Vikings shit.
Hey, we could bring if Kyler Murray is on the Vikings, we could bring all those defensive linemen back. I'll take all the X's off. They can all get Kyler Murray. They can all get that Kyler Murray. He can't see over the middle. He's gonna have to run on either side. Dio might have fucking 14 sacks playing just against Kyler Murray. He got to run
y'all,
one way or the
y'all,
other.
y'all are something else, man.
One way or the
Y'all,
other. I've watched him in person. One way or the other. My 6-year-old taller than him.
Mm. Okay,
No
well
fear.
that's Taylor Decker. I also just read that the Lions released their center Graham Glasgow. Um, so that team from a trenches standpoint gonna look a little bit different on the offense. But another one. Well, let's talk about this team first, since somebody in the comments just brought it up with the Vikings. Didn't the Vikings release Jonathan Grenard? Um,
not quite. They doing that. Let's find a trade partner first, because the same with Rashawn Gary. They kind of like. Apparently, the Packers didn't release Rashawn Gary. They're trying to see if they can find a trade, like we did with Tremaine Edmonds. You know, it's the same
mhm,
shit. We asked him to, we allowed him to go seek a trade. It didn't happen, and we ended up cutting him. When teams know you finna cut him, why the fuck would they give up draft capital for him?
right.
Unless you don't want to get in a bidding war. So yeah, Jonathan Grenard has not been cut yet. I don't believe. I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that actually.
And what else we talked about? Ryan Kelly retiring, Aaron Jones retired.
Wait, the running
Um,
back?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what somebody said that in the chat earlier.
I think it was J2K said that in the chat earlier. That Aaron Jones retired. Um, so that's interesting. We talked about, you just said Rashawn Gary. What other moves was made for the Packers? I thought they did something else. I'm trying to remember. But Rashawn Gary,
Quay
uh,
Walker,
Quay Walker. That's what it was.
What happened with Quay Walker? I'm late. Sorry.
free agent. They didn't resign him. They didn't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, in some
They just
Bears
want us. They look. If the Bears do it right, it's been. It's,
teams are trying to look. If you are not performing, they about to let you go. It's that simple, and it's the name of the game, man. It's a
Quay
business.
Walker was one of their leading tacklers, though.
Yeah,
got to mix the
and
spotlight.
he was also a
Facts.
first round pick. He was one of the like 8 or 9 first round picks, but he just like Tremaine, got to be better. They wanted more from him, and he didn't do it. I'm sure he'll get a contract somewhere. I think Tremaine might get more than him. Honestly,
Mm, that is interesting.
Mm.
That is interesting. I wouldn't sign him. Fuck that dude. You're a Packer. You're always a Packer. You can't
yeah, it'd
miss.
be hard for me to sign a Packer. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember the last time we signed a Packer.
I
Tight
Because
do.
I
end.
know
Al
they be
Harris.
He
okay.
just
Well,
that don't
the
that don't
coach.
no, that don't count.
It's in the blood, bro.
No.
They be
Then we
signing our
get
players. Remember Julius
Yeah,
Peppers,
hell
Julius
yeah.
Peppers,
Bernard
Then
Berry,
we
Adrian Amos.
Amos. Then we signed the one big tight end. What was they tight end? Like
Oh, Robert Tanyan.
Oh
You
yeah,
yeah.
fucking right. And we took
that
Luke
was
Getsy.
yeah.
If you want to talk about coaches, yeah, Luke Getsy. Oh, Robert
Facts.
Tanyan, you
Robert
right.
Time. That was the last one, right? I think
That
because
was
I
the
can't think
last
so fast.
one.
Yeah.
And him and the tight end, the other tight end. What's his name? The old ass tight end that we just talked
Jimmy,
about.
not Jimmy Graham.
Mercedes Lewis.
Jimmy Graham too, though. Jimmy
Jimmy
Graham
Graham was a
and
Packer
Mercedes
one.
Lewis.
Mercedes was a Packer. Okay.
Mercedes Lewis is a Packer.
Yes, he came with Luke. I believe he was a Packer.
That's
Hmm.
crazy.
Let me just double check real quick. Mercedes Lewis, Packer.
Interesting.
That's actually pretty. That's
Yeah, he
actually
was a
pretty
Packer.
crazy.
Yep. All three of them was a Packer. But
Mhm.
so are y'all and I'm are y'all okay with what's going on so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
Keeping the money and spread it out over, a bunch of players instead of and then building through the draft.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm okay where we at right now. Cause we got a lot of money. We got a lot of draft picks. Optimistic. Yeah. Now we start Monday come and you never know. 2, 3 of those draft picks go get traded for who is his name again? And we spend a lot of money on what did he ever do? We'll see. We'll see next the following Sunday. Not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. Or next Friday. We do a show. We'll see what happens. Cause right now, yeah. But we can, like you said, Michael Rob was like, I think we are a smidge worse. We could get a lot worse, and we could do some things that make us very bad. Not very bad, but
Most impactful move, whether
Cutting
that's
Tremaine.
Dalman retiring or the center trade, cutting DJ, trading DJ, cutting Tremaine, or there was one more move I'm missing. Am I missing?
signing Garrett or trade or cutting Amen. I don't know if Amen or signing
Okay,
Garrett. I
I'm
think that's
in.
the
That'll
five
be
moves.
the
That'll be
okay.
the fifth.
What's the most
Fifth.
impactful move so far? You could
Trade. I mean, cutting Tremaine to me because it's
okay.
your commitment to building up a new identity as a defense. To me, that's kind of what it signifies. Like speed is going to be a core of what they envision is a big part of this defense. So I'm ready to get to it, and I feel like they with that move, it was just like we kind of addressed the elephant in the room. So now I'm here for it now. You know what I'm saying?
Tremaine, what you got, Wes?
Oh, Drew Darman retiring.
Mm.
That's the most impactful. I mean, I
Big
mean,
Monkey
we just
Rich.
found out. We just found out. Maybe they knew. I saw somebody said that he said in the exit interview. Well, he didn't say it to us, so we thought he was gonna be here. Um, yeah, cause for me it's like, okay, he retired. Now we have to, you know, now like I see DJ in the comments, like niggas said, Tremaine. That's stuff that I did. Like I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You couldn't not. It ain't like they was like, all right, Drew, thanks, retire.
You think
Here's the
they
ball.
ran that trade by Caleb first? Do y'all think
I think
Caleb
they,
did they ran it by him?
I think they ran it down. I mean, I
Not
don't
Traded
think.
necessarily
DJ.
as is okay,
Right.
but ran
Yeah.
it by him before they pulled the trigger. Like, this we finna do, and are you okay with this? Now, not necessarily saying Caleb had to, but you get what I'm saying?
I don't think so. I think they kind of had an understanding,
Yeah.
like a mutual understanding at the end of the season. When the season ended, I think they kind of had an understanding, like a almost like a handshake agreement on what they understood the relationship to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
I think I think as much as Caleb Williams is like the face of a lot of what goes on with this team and stuff like that, I think he is like when it comes to Ben Johnson, what Ben Johnson wants to do, he gonna shut up. But when he leave, he might talk again. You know what I'm saying? But when Ben Johnson in the room, he ain't gonna say shit. He gonna what you say go, bro.
Wow. I think they ran it by him. I
Me
think they
too.
let him know, like, this is about to happen. This finna go down. What are your thoughts? Oh, this and that, the third. Not necessarily like it's gonna change, but I think they ran it by him.
Yeah,
But
I think they had to let them know, just to kind of have that understanding of You're the future. Like this regime, we have these for the most part of these. Coach Ben Johnson gonna be here. Like you said, Caleb, you're gonna be here for a long time. Everybody else is kind of like your day might come sooner than you think. And I think Caleb got to just know not to blindside him, not to alienate him in any kind of way. Like, oh wow, you know, because him finding out on like Twitter from Adam like we do would be crazy.
I don't think that's how he found out. I just don't think that they consulted him in any way before. Like I don't think that they felt like they needed to. Like I felt like I feel like if it was Caleb's decision, he probably would have made the same decision. But I feel like that they kind of had that as an understanding. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, I feel like if it was Caleb's decision, he would have just been like, "Yeah, I think we should trade him." But I think that they kind of both felt like that from like a team aspect. But that just what you just said kind of brought up this like I don't know if y'all remember this, but when they was doing the exits, um Ryan Pohl spoke about Caleb Williams, and he was very adamant in saying that Caleb Williams still got work to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't just solidified himself as the one yet. He's checked off some boxes. He's on the right track, but they still looking at him like we need to see more from you. You know what I'm saying? So do y'all feel like that's kind of just like them blowing smoke, or do y'all feel like Caleb feels that he got more work to do, or do you feel like he kind of feel like I'm the guy, and we all know I'm the guy?
I
You want
think
to
of
go
it in the
first?
sense of Caleb Williams have 5 runways. The rest of the players on the team probably have one. He has time, and no, he's not perfect, and no, he has stuff. Of course, he got stuff to work on. Of course, he could be better at this. Of course, but not being the guy, our guy, as of today, I don't think that is a true fact. I think he is our guy as of right now, as of today, as of for the foreseeable future, more than like leaps and bounds more than any other player on the team, like 3 times more. Like even you know how much I love him in Rome, but I think he got like 3 times more time to get right, get better before they decide to all right move off of him. They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna move off Caleb before they move off Rome or even Loveland or any of those guys. You got your headphones? They're in the car.
Loveland is crazy.
Uh,
That's just funny thinking about that. I couldn't see them doing that shit for nobody
and I
unless
agree
he just
with
got
this
really
right
hurt.
here. Ben playing DJ at running back was a huge tell, and what the tell was, I
I'm trying to
can't
find a
figure
spot
out.
for you.
I'm trying to find something. First of all, you getting paid 29, 28, whatever the fuck million. I have to figure out a way to use you some way, somehow. Trust me, it's not. I'm not gonna do it I'm not gonna force it to a detriment of my team, but I have to figure out a way to use you. First of all, I'm a guru. So, and then second of all, the contract and Ryan Poles is tough. Let's figure this out. So, um, yeah, like DJ. Do I think Caleb would have traded? If do I think he would have like wanted to trade DJ? No, I don't think so. I don't think he would have wanted to trade DJ. I think he would have kept DJ if he could. But I mean, he saw the writing on the wall. We played all of the locker room interviews after that last playoff game, and all we heard from all the players, a lot of the players, was this team is not going to be the same. They were sad about that. It was, we know this team not going to be the same. This team not going to be the same. Oh, I know this not going to be the same. I know we didn't hear that in no other season. They knew.
Yeah.
They knew, and we looking at it now. When you go through that, the graphics you made mixed it. That's why we putting so many X's through these players. X, 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 because they knew this shit too. They all knew this team wasn't gonna be the same. Um, yeah, no, I think oh, I just saw that comment. I just saw that comment from Scrolls. But yeah, DJ and Caleb. I think if it was up to Caleb, I think he would have been here. I think he would have been here for sure. I had a question I wanted to ask y'all though, and I forgot what it was. Hang on a second. Let me look at my notes real quick. Talk about something.
Nah, go ahead. But no, like I said, I don't think it was what you think or nothing. It's like more of, hey Caleb, we came to the decision. We're gonna trade DJ. Yada yada yada. And it's like, we just want to let you know before anybody lets you know. That's it. I mean, it wasn't like a, hey, what you think about this? Should we trade him to the Raiders or to the Big? I don't think it was no uh, Lamar Jackson situation where it's like, hey, come sit in while we hire the next coach. You give your opinion, even whether we care or not, or listen to you or not, just for optics or anything like that. So, or
Yeah.
any of it. But
Okay.
who was the last person in the locker room at the end of the season?
Jaquan.
Excuse me. It was who?
Jaquan
Jaquan.
looking all sad and shit.
Yeah.
Having some heartfelt moments in this locker room. But we covered a lot of stuff today. What do y'all think is the next thing we're gonna cover? The next breaking news topic for the Chicago Bears that we're gonna cover on the show.
Mm.
Monday.
Monday, first thing coming up.
Monday is gonna be hella soon as free agency open. Because first of all these deals that's about to happen is already done. They've been doing them, and now Monday gonna come, and then they gonna make them official, and then they gonna give them to all the reporters, and they can all, Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, they can officially report on these deals. They all gonna they're done already right now. Some ain't, not all, but some a lot of them are. That's gonna be the next. We're gonna go over the free agents we got. Every free agent we got, and the contract we gave them, just like last year, and how they gonna affect this roster. But Talk Your Shot said Caleb is the guy with lots of work to do. Caleb is the guy with some work to do.
Oh man.
Some work to do. I don't know about lots. He got some work to do. If he got a lot of work to do, then God damn, he gonna be the best quarterback to ever play football. If he got a lot to work to do based off what he's done, he got some work to do. He got some work to do for sure.
I got one more in the division thing that I forgot to bring up. What are y'all thoughts on David Montgomery going to Houston?
Good for him, I guess. Like you getting, because they just released Joe Mixon, and I think Nick Chubb is a free agent now, so he's their guy right now. It's David. He's their guy. Sure, they're gonna draft another young guy to come in there. Everybody needs 2 running backs now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the 2-headed dragon in Detroit is gone. So how do y'all think they're gonna pivot? I mean, obviously Jameer is RB1.
Yeah, I about to say I didn't fear Demo in Detroit like I feared. I mean, obviously that's not saying much, but yeah, I'm not gonna like that. He's not gonna affect our matchup.
Knuckles is a backup character to Tails in the video game, so who cares?
I think I think I think that Lions offense is gonna look a lot different, man. And it feels like when we see them next year is like I know what I looked at when I seen them, in our previous matchups and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm gonna be going into our next game with the Lions not fully knowing what to expect as far as what they're gonna look like, as far as how effective they're gonna be and stuff like that. Because they missing some pieces on that offensive line.
Oh, man, a lot.
Then you got Jahmyr Gibbs is, pretty much your only option at running back right now. I don't know if they have somebody else behind them too that was a good player for them, but it's gonna be interesting to see when we play them.
All in all, and we'll so J2K said, don't get mad if Pose doesn't sign who you think he should. That ain't look. That ain't unless we look at the film like Dio and we see he signs somebody like that, then we're gonna be iffy about it. But we gonna see, we gonna sign him. We gonna wait and see, and then once the season starts, that's when we can make our we can make our decision on whether we think it was a good move or not. But I mean, at this point, no Max Crosby. So are you mad at that? No, you can't be mad. He didn't know 2 first.
Right.
The only other thing I could see you could get mad at is if he doesn't get Trey Hendrickson, and then he just gets a Khalil Mack here, a Cam Jordan there, blah, blah. I just named those 2, but you get what I'm saying? Just like little pieces here and there, and then go through the draft. That's the only thing you can get mad at. And how can you be mad at that? You got Ben Johnson, you got Caleb Williams. That's all I care about. That's all I think we need. They got to keep growing. Go score 30 points a game. And make sure the defense only has to give up 24 points for y'all to win the goddamn game. Simple, because we cannot draft defensive linemen, and I don't got too much faith. That's really where I was going with it. I don't have faith in us getting a good pass rush in here in Chicago right now. Not this year. So
I mean, I feel like, Kevin Garnett, when he won that championship with the Celtics at this point, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. We got the money. We got the draft picks. Like I said, I feel like we right black dab in the middle of probably making some moves that's gonna be like wow, or some moves on like what the fuck, Like who is, like you're saying, like who is that? Why we get him? Why we get? I think it's gonna take this whole entire offseason. I think this is gonna be.
you're right. That's a good point.
I think it's gonna be before I'm like mad. I'll have questions, comments, and concerns. That's why I get up on here, because I have questions, comments, and concerns, and every now and again I have an answer. Right now.
Last year when they asked Ryan Poles that, he came out and said calls was made. Every call that y'all think could have been made was made. And some of that stuff didn't shake out the way that we think it would. So it's not like Ryan Poles ain't afraid to make no deal. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think he just tried not to let himself get fleeced on no deals, but sometimes them shits don't be working out anyway.
Well, speaking of deals, mixed it. You glad we didn't get Max?
Yeah, hell yeah. I ain't want to pay that much money for dude that.
Because your thing was the money, right? Like you didn't want to give him.
It was the money in the room. The whole room made me feel like the rest of the defense was going to be restricted. And now that we start looking at stuff like linebacker and stuff like that, and you want to get faster and you want to get better, but you not like you want to get all of those things. You even want to get younger, but you don't want to get so young that everybody that you got on the field don't got no tape from last year. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So
he's definitely worth a first rounder. Not giving up 2, but I would have gave up. I would have gave him that 20. I would have gave him that 25th.
You could have 25.
I would have gave him a first and a third, no problem. I would have had to think about a first and a second. That I would, because we got 2 seconds now. I would have to think about a first and a second, and I probably would have did it. But I would have to think about it.
What about a first this year and a second next year?
Oh yeah, I would have definitely did that.
I was just trying to see if the years matter. If it did.
This year matters the most, but no, I couldn't give up two first. Mix it. I asked you that because I know you talked about the money with the contract that he had already.
Yeah,
he just signed the contract last offseason, so I just
I ain't want to pay that shit.
Yeah, so it was you paying it.
I ain't
you
even
pay
like
for good players. You gotta pay for good players.
I get that. I wasn't necessarily super excited at the thought of resetting the market at center with Tyler Linderbaum either, because I felt like the stamp of approval from
from Dan Rochard is gonna mean enough for me to be like, we don't gotta pay that much for a person that we can get that can be serviceable and that can run his offense, because we've seen him snatch a motherfucker off the field before, and I don't doubt he'll do it again.
Oh, me neither. Damn. So who are you willing to pay?
I don't know. I
I'm
don't.
about to
That's my
I'm
damn
about to say,
problem.
God
I
damn.
don't know.
Linderbaum is 25 years old. He's a top 3 center, and you don't want to pay him. Who are you willing to throw a bag at? Darnell Wright, because you gonna have to throw a bag at him.
I just, you know what? I'm the type of person that I don't like to see big chunks of my money leave my bank account at one time. Like, even if I'm buying something good, I look at it like,
You don't count.
damn,
No.
I had all that, now I only got this. Like I'm gonna spend for one thing and be like, I don't know what other, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Poles and them is like really trying to sift through the cracks and get the best bang for their buck right now. And if I was in his shoes, I probably wouldn't do that. I probably would make my biggest move I can make and then try to penny pinch it elsewhere. But I feel like the way that they're going about it is, I'm with it.
Yeah, that's the way he's done it the whole time. I think the biggest contracts he's given out was to DJ and to Montez Sweat, I believe. Those he don't do that. He don't give out big contracts like that,
Right.
especially with K. You look at it. Nobody's under contract now that DJ's gone in 2029. Nobody's under contract. 2028, you only got a handful of players under contract. When Caleb do his money, he's gonna have flexibility in what he's doing. So look, that's Ryan Poles. That's what he does. We'll see if he throws money at Trey Hendrickson. I doubt it at this point. So maybe some Cam Jordan type, Khalil Mack type signings. We'll see. Adafe, exactly. But Bears fans, the Tyler Linderbaum dreams, the Max Crosby dreams, you can kiss those goodbye. Welcome back, your guy Kevin Byard. He'll be back, I believe. All of that extra spending on one player, that ain't gonna happen. So, yeah, fellas, any last thoughts y'all want to put out there? Sweep it up.
No, I don't. To be honest, I'm ready for Monday.
Oh
Is,
man,
I'm ready for
I do
Monday.
gotta say, is our regime like the cardiac bears? Like, is our regime reflecting our season? Like, it's looking bad right now. And when it's said and done, like we're actually gonna win and it's gonna look good, and people gonna say, we got lucky or something. Y'all won off season again, but yeah, I don't know, because that's how I feel like this is the first quarter of every game that we played for the most part in the season. Like, ain't looking good, man.
It's gonna get ugly before it gets pretty.
Yeah. I'm like, but like I said, it ain't like we broke, and it ain't like we strapped for draft cap. So
it's crazy because you lose DJ, you lose Dalman, and then you lose Tremaine, and it really feel like we're okay. We'll be okay.
that's what
You know what I mean? That's a lot of money that you was allocating to 3 players, and it really feel like we'll be fine. We will be okay.
We were preparing for this for a long time. We was mid-season saying this team's gonna be different next year. It's gonna be a lot of different names on the back of these jerseys when the season come around next year. So
I'm just gonna give me a Ben Johnson Chicago Bears hoodie that say B Johnson HC on the back. That's one of my jerseys.
That's the only one that's constant. That's the one that
I know that. I know that's gonna last a
here.
decade at least, maybe. Yeah.
I wonder if you could find an old ass Ryan Poles jersey somewhere before he was cut by the Bears.
Okay. I respect the DJ trade, but I ain't.
No, not to buy it. I just want to
get it to where to find it.
I want to see. Because he was, he was a cut from the Bears back when he was a player and all that stuff. But I wasn't watching the Bears when it was Ryan Poe's era as a player. So
I
it's
don't
just
even
funny
know
watching that.
when he
I don't
was.
know when.
I'm pretty sure I was watching,
I was
but
watching.
I don't know when he was fucking. I don't know. Ryan Post sucks. That was my whole thing. He was drafting too many players that played like him. So and that was our problem for a long time. But he changing. He
man.
growing, man. Everybody grows. Just like a rookie to a third year starter in the league, or he's growing, man. I'm rocking with what he's doing. This is a big offseason for him, but nothing matters until September, and we take our first snap and play our first game. With that being said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces, the Black Bear Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm your host, Mark Rob, my co-host in the building, Chef West to the right of me. Motherfucking Marcus makes it at the bottom of your screen. Look, the off season gonna be lit. We gonna be here covering every move. It may not be exactly when it happened, but we gonna cover it and talk about it.
We just
at
let it
some
marinate
point in
first.
time. You say what?
We just let it marinate first.
Let it marinate. Everybody gonna be thirsty to jump on air and get their opinions without even getting all the facts first. I don't know if y'all noticed, but a lot of these podcasts, they jump out here so quick. They jump out here before they know the compensation. You don't even know who we traded DJ, what we gave up, what we got to get DJ. And you on here talking about, oh, DJ's traded. Ooh, like, wait, just chill, relax. The audience gonna be here. The Bears fans gonna be here. We all love the Bears. And I hope y'all all love the Black Bear Podcast. We gonna see y'all as soon as free agency opens. As soon as the Bears start making moves, we'll be here talking about every single signing. Every single one. J2K, my boy, I see you. We gonna keep it up. You know he is. All through the offseason. Just because the season over, we don't stop. We gonna keep grinding. We gonna keep working. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. We out of here. Peace.